It's never going to change. I'm going to beat that to death.
I didn't say that.
Midlife
Friends, greetings everybody. Welcome to another edition of Radio Gunk. Gary Puppet, I'm looking at what you said right there. I saw what you wrote, and I'm really excited about it, but it's not something I want to mention on air. It'll be something that we save for PMs, but unfortunately we were getting ready to do the show, and I wasn't able to come back to you for that. Yes, okay, but don't mention it anymore. Keep it to yourself. This will be a really, really fun thing, and you know, we have to play this like we're terrorists, okay? Like that are laying in wait before 9/11. This is going to take some planning and some fun to do the Gary Puppet thing, okay? So just leave that alone for just a few minutes.
Speaking of Gary Puppet, Monique had an idea, Gary. We want a thread where you just post your computer history for just one day.
Oh dear!
Just like Wilson Phillips, one day. Just your travels on the internet. I am so utterly fascinated by. I always have been, but maybe more so now than ever.
Gary, I know you're excited, but we really need to keep it on the DL just for a little while, okay, sweetheart? I did read what you wrote. I'm super excited for you. Anybody who's on the forum knows what we're talking about, but it's nothing that we want to mention right now. Okay. So let's just leave it at that. All right. So everybody, so we're doing a real estate show today. And the reason we're doing this is because there is an amazing amount of mass exodus from the tri-state area for the Stern crew. So what we're going to do in this show, listen, against the Jackie Chair and Colin Christie advice for this show. I am not.
If you can't get Bethany Frankel as your real estate mogul, who's the next logical choices are Dennis.
Of course, it's us.
Of course.
I feel like Dice and Club Soda Kenny run into the houses with the freaking videos.
That's a great reference. That's good. I am to real estate what Ben Simmons is to free throw shooting and crunch time.
Don't even know what that means.
You Philly fans, we'll take it.
That means, wait, I'm to real estate with Dominic Wilkins is the 3-point shooting in
Dominic
a big game.
Wow.
Well, Dennis, you used a TBS reference. We're on Turner Time at 4:35. I love that you used a TBS reference at Dominic Wilkins. Very nice
I have completely lost.
Lost control. We haven't gotten anywhere yet.
And we're only 3 minutes.
Monique, you used the phrase last. I think it was. Jesus, it was in a thread. You said playing with your food, and I was so proud of you. But what? you were in a boxing thread. And you use the term playing with your food when you don't engage in the fight. You just dance around. That's actually a basketball. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so proud. How do you know what that is, number one? But it's also a basketball term when you're a point guard and you just fool around with the ball, afraid to make decisions. And I'm so proud of you for knowing that.
It's very big sports nomenclature to say you're playing.
Ooh, nomenclature.
Especially when it comes to boxing. You know, if you're a really skilled boxer and you're just really fucking around with somebody in the ring, you're basically playing with your food. That's
so good.
I think we've always kind of known that.
It's not something a novice knows.
I'm no fucking novice, babe. You know, I know a little bit about everything, which is very frightening to me. All right, so guys, here's what we're doing. So I'm sorry.
What are we here for?
All right, I'm sorry that we're a little late with coming to you with this presentation. I originally was just going to do it with my girlfriend Peggy, who is a realtor down in Palm Beach, and she had been searching like crazy for pictures of the interior of Howard's house down in Palm Beach. And apparently the people who owned it before him, which is the Martin Trust is his name, who owned Mast Industries, which was huge in the garment center in my business. It was a huge garmento. And I guess he sold it before he died, obviously. And it wasn't a trust for trust. But the thing is that since he built the house himself, it was never really in real estate. And according to my girlfriend, he was, Howard had been looking for a place in Palm Beach, and he got kind of like an inside thing on, okay, here's this house. It just came up, and they took him for a tour of it like right away. So there were really no pictures of the interior of that house, but I could almost guarantee you that if he used any interior decorators like the ones he used for his fucking hellscape, that is the Hamptons, that it's something kind of gaudy and
I think it's even worse.
Like
I think it's done in Florida minimalism, which means it is really, really boring inside, because we get little flashes of it, and there's a lot of whites. I mean, a lot of whites in there. I mean, it literally looks like a Klan rally. It's so white in that place.
It's neutral.
There's nothing. It literally has neutral. No character.
It's what you sell a house with. If you have walls, like right now in my house, it's like my living room walls are like fucking hunter green. My bedroom is like a pale lilac mixed with like cream. There's nothing fucking neutral in this house. When you're selling a house, you change it all to fucking neutrals and whites, because you don't want anybody to feel like they're buying a house that has your stamp on it. That's why you do that.
I understand it, but he's owned it. He's owned it for like 10 years, right? It's like 10 years he's owned it. Can he get? Oh Jesus!
Canada says no. Marianne from Melbourne tonight. No, you know what? He didn't feel like he had enough expertise in the real estate market, unlike the three of us.
Oh yeah, I'm
to be on the show with us. So I couldn't really get anything for us in terms of interior of the house. And so what we're going to do tonight is we're kind of going to go through a couple of the real estate holdings of people on the show. I'm not doing it as a stalker, so I'm not giving us anything where people are actually living right now. I did it more of, other than Robin, I did it more of this is what's for sale, this is what's going on, and I want to know people's thoughts and feelings on why we think it is that they're all doing this mass exodus from the tri-state area. So that's kind of what we're at today. Couple of things from the show and from what's going on. Yes, I know everybody wants to talk about the Brent and Caitlin sex tape. It is nothing I ever want to see again. I don't even want to see his fucking marijuana socks again. I couldn't unsee it. I couldn't unsee it. So yeah, it was really something. And of course,
that's the way to describe it. Something.
So I had to.
I'm waiting for the Brent Hatley and Sam Simon sex tape to hit the shelves pretty soon.
I had to take the tape and send it to some of the guys, like some of the
Simpsons character designs.
Some of the
Stern
Howard
guys.
TV guys and Stern guys and stuff like that, and they were like, "Jesus fuck, I'm not watching that." It's like, no, you have to. And the other three are like, "Oh no, we did. Now you have to."
Oh,
and it's like, no.
Tiger
no,
Lily actually watched it with sound. I had no sound. I did not want to hear sound.
I had no sound the first time, but then when I sent it to them, you don't.
No,
you
I
don't.
No, I don't.
I have to go with, okay, so for any of you who haven't seen it, we have a thread about it on our site. I don't know how long that's going to last there, so take advantage of it while it's there. It's actually just a link from Reddit, so I'm sure it's somewhere else. But nonetheless, it's kind of weird to me that Brent a year ago was still at the Stern show, and today he's doing a sex tape that clearly somebody else filmed for them on OnlyFans. And I'm not really understanding how he got to this place.
Is that a come down, or
I
is
think
that
it's called
upgrading?
meth.
It's literally come
upgrading
down. I don't know.
I think it's an upgrade. I think I'd rather be in a sex tape than be on the Stern show.
I don't know.
It was filmed in January of 2021. Okay, so it's not brand new. So this is okay.
So Monique, you ask how you get to this level. It's called meth. It really is.
That's what... Check out the chat. And if this isn't vintage chisel cest, I don't know what is. So he inverts sizzle chest, and it's chisel cest now. We don't know if it's the same guy. We can't prove it.
Okay.
That's so good.
Chisel cest.
Chisel cess.
Chisel cess. Yeah, so it was a little disturbing, not gonna lie. I think it's a little weird that this is where they're at. Any of you who caught my one-on-one with Caitlin, which I gotta confess, I absolutely love doing. And I
only
thought
you knew before. If only.
Oh my God, if only I knew. Yeah, I would have definitely brought that up. I can't believe I didn't know about that. So yeah, it's just a little bizarre to me. And oh my God, Papa Wrinkles is here. I've never seen him here. Yeah, it's just a little disturbing, and I think that it's
Though
sad.
it did make me feel better about myself.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, take it as Schadenfreude.
It's just a little bit weird and sad, and I don't I'm not really understanding what I mean. I get why. No, I don't. Well,
but
listen,
again, is there something more highbrow than this about the Stern Show versus that? I'm not sure it is. What's less erudite? I mean, Dennis, you get stupider and stupider with every Stern Show you listen to. So I don't even think it's a come down.
All right, but no. I'm not visually scarred like I have from watching that video. I watched 5 seconds of it. I literally could not stop it fast enough. I almost heaved. I mean, that was really bad.
Yeah.
Oh God, no, please.
Yeah.
Don't even make me think about that.
It was Bort's masterpiece. Yeah, it was just a little disturbing, not gonna lie. And we did talk it up, so give us a little bit more about this Zizo Juvi.
Zizo Juvi. Whoa.
Gary Puppet, can Brent up me in next time so I can get
God, dude.
You have to go down to Tampa for that, my friend.
There isn't enough condoms in the world to go into that. No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'd rather go into a Sarlacc pit. I mean,
Radio
seriously.
Gaga, you're kidding me, right? He's starting an OnlyFans. You're kidding me. Yes, you are. Listen, if this is the way they're going to, yeah, it is. That's right. See, friends of the court. No way you stopped it after 5 seconds. It's too funny to turn off. It is.
No, I turned it off. No, I turned that off. Absolutely, I couldn't. I went, oh my God, the fuck am I watching?
Oh, okay.
Seriously.
Radio Gaga says he's doing his own OnlyFans.
Yeah, he should have 5s. He should have 5s of subscribers.
Lucy Venice, glowing mutants groups.
Lady Gaga's Lady Gaga's little monsters have nothing on Brent heads. His rabid fan base will keep that afloat. We're not going to know what hit us. He's going to own Panama City.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my God, I'm already crying. It just is just too much. Maybe we'll have to do a show about that at some point. I don't think actually I could do a show on that. I don't think I could show it on our family channel.
No, there is no. There is
our family-friendly channel.
Our Disney sponsored website
channel.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and control our PowerPoint presentation. Our PowerPoint presentation. Let me see if I can make this bigger. I'm not really even sure how to do that. And you know I suck at all of this shit, but all right, okay, there we go. Robin.
Oh my God, Bon Jovi will have a reanimate of it.
Exactly. Oh my God!
In the form of like take on me.
Oh, there's Sizzle. Hey, Sizzle Chest. Did you know somebody else is doing a knockoff of your name? Did you know this, Sizzle Chest 69?
Where do you see the real deal?
That's right there.
There's only one Sizzle Chest.
There's only one. Yes, there is only one Sizzle Chest.
Cuckstermania.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just Cuckstermania is
Chisel Fest
trademark.
Did you make sure to put random capitalization in your PowerPoint? No, I did not. And I didn't.
Sturkshire. You got
Sturkshire. And do you have any
That'll be
misspellings
my
in your
name.
PowerPoint?
No, I do
That'll
not.
be my name, Monique Sturkshire from Southampton
Sturkshire.
on Andy Cohen Monday.
Yeah.
You sure you're
Okay.
gonna get on with Sturkshire?
Yes,
Jesus.
Sturkshire from Southampton.
All right, we're going to start our show now, and I'm going to keep us on the side here and keep this as you see here. So what I did basically is I went through all of the homes for sale and interesting things that I saw as I was. Oh, look, see, Chisel Chest, Chisel Cest.
Chisel Cest.
Okay, the show is starting now. Smart ass, whoever you are.
Exactly.
All right,
I
here we
think
go.
it's just a
So
smart ass.
I'm starting with Robin, and I had read a little bit of an article that was
Going
in
from
the
dumbest to smartest, or
Hollywood Reporter. Well, the one who has the most property holdings to the least. Obviously, I end with Jason. So somebody had written an article in the Hollywood Reporter about Robin. Triple whammy. Robin Quivers shakes up property portfolio. In May 2012, radio shock jock Howard Stern's longtime lady sidekick Robin Quivers, the relative calm to his famously crude Storm, announced that she was about to go under the knife to have a grapefruit-sized tumor removed from her bladder. The well-compensated co-host, a former nurse and Air Force captain who rakes in a reported $10 million per year, quickly returned to her post behind the microphone. But instead of being in studio with Mr. Stern and his ragtag band of lewd cohorts for the last year or so, has provided her generally more level-headed 2 cents from home with a high-speed internet connection. Earlier today, Ms. Quivers revealed on air she's battled cancer over the last year or so, and after chemotherapy and whatever other tactics they employed to beat back the cancer, her doctors recently declared her cancer-free. Okay, they spelled Mazel Tov wrong. Interesting. Mazel Tov, Ms. Quivers may remain in remission in perpetuity. With her new cancer-free lease on life, the 61-year-old Ms. Quivers seemed in the mood to turn her small property portfolio completely upside down. Thanks to an informant we'll call Glenda Goodwitch, it's come to your mama's attention that the coffee enema proponent not only put her New York City apartment up for sale, she also listed her canal front house on the seaside Love Ladies community of Long Beach Island on the Jersey Shore for significantly less than she paid for it, mind you. And she's already snatched up a bigger and more expensive bayfront residence less than 2 miles to the south. So let's take a look-see at the Robin Quivers portfolio.
Yes.
And we are going to start with 200 West End Avenue, apartment 22A.
Hey.
This is what it actually looked like when she purchased it. So I tried to go back historically so that we could see exactly what it looked like when she bought, so that at least we had like a good idea as to.
Place?
So
14?
it is
Wow.
1,486 square feet. It's $1,985 per foot, which is kind of crazy. 4 rooms, 2 beds, 2.5 baths.
One for each personality.
And its last reported that's funny. And its last reported price when she sold it was 2.95 million is what she spent for it. So let's take a look, see at it and see what goes on there. And you know, I can't use this fucking PowerPoint to save my life. So let me get to fit. Okay. So here's her living room. So basically she is, she faces north. So, which means that the apartment, which is basically on the far west side, is facing other buildings and then up to the George Washington Bridge. And so you see here that it has 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a powder room, a foyer, and the kitchen. All right, so here's Miss Quivers' actual bedroom, which you see right here. So that's where the lovely lady slept. This is her marble bathroom with fucking candelabras. Yeah.
That is wow.
Yeah.
Guineas look at that and go, oof.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I just see Uncle Tom. I look at that and I just see
Uncle Tom.
Aunt Tom.
Oh, she's always been a white girl trapped in a black woman's body.
I see Carlo. I mean, that's
where do you go when you can't swim? And Muhammad Ali is your swimming instructor. You go to the beach. You get 2 houses on the beach.
A swimming instructor. So she's very into she's very into statues and what have yous. Okay, so
there's
here we
her
are.
Little used kitchen.
Here's her, her oft used kitchen. which I'm sure is just
what the maids, the servants cooking for her?
Microwave green drink.
Here's the
Mm.
Wow, that
covered.
is.
Oh, I bet you she bought these 2 tables in Eritrea. Wherever the fuck.
Eritrea.
Yeah, this is
There's
actually
Monique's
her
old place
stuff.
in the distance.
Oh
That's
my
her
god,
stuff.
yeah, can we see it?
It's
No,
49th
this
and
faces
8th.
north. I'm
it
I'm
does?
south. I'm not on 49th, you retard.
Hey, those faucets mowing.
All right, so here, monthly taxes are $920, monthly common charges are
Holy shit.
$1748. So that means on top of whatever mortgage she had, she's paying basically $2,700 in charges, which is fucking
A month.
insane. But that's
Fucking
that's
month.
yeah, that's club living for you. So it was sold in 2017. She had it listed. She took it off. Oh, right. She bought it in 2013. She sold it in 2017. From there, she had her place in Long Beach. And so if you want to see this
I'm not
place,
that familiar with Jersey's nuance. Where is Long Beach? South Jersey or Mid Jersey?
it's Jersey Shore. It's just Jersey Shore.
Jersey
Okay.
Shore.
It's just the shore. It's down the shore. Down
It's
the
south
shore.
part of the shore. It's
Yeah.
south part of the shore.
So
Oceana
this is
Drive.
234 Oceana Drive, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, 3,500 square feet, which obviously wasn't enough for Miss Quivers.
No.
Because
Her
you'll
personality,
see
her fucking ego couldn't fit in the place.
exactly.
Oh my God.
So this is her home, and this is her home as purchased by her. So here's her jet boat, which Captain
Dennis.
Okay, Dennis.
Captain Dennis helped her navigate.
I like that the
Thanks,
person
nerds.
that can't swim has a giant fucking pool.
I know, that's what I was saying.
Oh my god, giant pool.
Fucking
Giant
pool.
fucking pool. Although for the Jersey Shore, it's really not that big, but since she's canal front, it's you have smaller pools when you're like on
Yeah.
the canal. But yeah, that's her boat. Can you imagine Captain Dennis is like actually captaining a fucking 13-foot
It's
jet
not even
boat?
like a real boat.
It's not even a real boat. And
toy.
by the way,
Black strokes.
there's no reason to have a jet boat on the ocean. Jet boats are good for like, where it's
Lakes.
shallow water and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Okay, so here's
Oh.
her furniture. Listen, and by the way, if there's any commentaries, because I'm on the presentation itself, so I'm not really looking at what you guys are writing there. Long Beach
Any
Island.
monster looking
63.
guineas.
I love Steve Z saying what I kind of said. A pool surrounded by water for a woman that can't swim.
She can swim the tumor waiter down.
Personalities formed their own volleyball team.
Rotate.
All right, there was something interesting as we go through this that I'll point out when we get to it.
Wow,
But yeah,
that
so
is-
here's the kitchen, which is weirdly small and very ugly.
And mauve. It's fucking
and-
mauve.
Well,
Mauve?
it might just be the pictures are kind of shitty. I'm not really sure.
Oh, that is a color that should not know. Oh
Yeah.
dear Christ! I'm sorry. Even as a guy,
It might
wow.
just be that dirty antique white cream. It might just be the
No,
pictures
that's
are
not.
bad.
No, that's.
She does have
no.
a full wine case here, and I'm sure she has a
No, the
full
towels
ice
are a
cream.
regular color. If you look at the towels, they're normal. So those are ugly. they're 100% ugly.
Yeah, she obviously has the wolf or Viking stove, which
Wow.
whenever you get a wolf or Viking stove, it always requires an actual outlet out into the exhaust. The exhaust has to go out of the house.
yeah.
It's a
The
requirement when you have
towels are
that
the color of the
double
rim. OG
double
Quiv.
dishwasher. That is such an underappreciated
Roy Quiv.
comment. It's not even funny.
Roy G. Quiv has got to be a radio gunk.
All right, here's her
Tag.
dining room, which is really just sad. This
What
is just
the
a sad space.
Well, I mean,
Here-
look at all the chairs for no one. I mean, maybe her personality sit around in the other chairs, but
Yeah.
there's no one else there with her.
I don't know, but here's
She
her workout
She
room.
negotiates
A
with
workout
Buckwald
room.
at that table, Dennis.
Can
That's
you
the
imagine
loneliest-
Robin on that trampoline?
No, that's the loneliest. That's the loneliest room in that fucking house. Honest to God, lonelier than the guest rooms. That room has seen less humans in it than any.
Yeah,
The bottom of the oceans had more people in it.
this is a brutal combination of wallpapers here. Just awful.
Wow.
That's just awful. Awful, awful, awful. Here's Miss Quivers' master bedroom. Again, just sateen, browns, duty,
It's just
faux
wow.
brickwork, because there's no way there's fucking brickwork in that.
Cooper 45 goes, the bay is shallow, just like Robin.
Yes. Brilliant. Look at this. Look at Grandma's
What?
room.
And the
What
fuck
goes on here?
Who the fuck stays? Whoa. What guest? I mean, you can stay down at my shore house and you walk into that fucking room. That's okay. I'm gonna go down to the Hilton down the street. Have a nice day.
It's bizarre that there's like thousands of square feet here, and it seems like it's okay.
Every room
more.
is. Oh,
what is it? Oh, okay.
it's like
Is
Nana.
this actual like clubs and spades? Is this like a card chair of some
Yes.
sort? Is this like card to card? What is that? It's fucking ugly, whatever it is, with a non-matching
Swear to God,
fucking ottoman.
It's decorated in like it's decorated in Nona.
An
I
old
mean,
lady.
seriously.
It's decorated an old lady. You're exactly right.
Picture those gnarled up Tootsie Roll toes.
Oh,
Ashy,
Jesus.
her ashy Tootsie Roll toes.
Ashy Tootsie Roll toes.
The ashy
toes.
Oh, and we needed the all-important visual from the bathroom back into this ugly fucking chair here.
There's our walk-in shower.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, let's see
Oh
more.
my God.
Oh, there's the tub that
Ooh.
everybody who
Wait.
has a house past like 2015 has
All right.
taken out.
There's no way.
She doesn't
There's
fit
no
in
way that she fit in that tub.
No, there's no way she fits in that tub.
Even at her smallest, there's no way she fit in that tub.
I don't think
I'm
anybody really fits in that fucking tub. That's a horrible tub. That is something. This whole room is a reno. There's like no way anybody would keep any of this. But let's show
Except
more
Robin.
of those ugly bathrooms.
Woo!
These are ugly bathrooms, guys. These are just
God
gross.
damn! I mean,
For the amount of
seriously.
money that this house cost, like,
Oh,
here's the TV
oh,
room.
it just got more tragic.
Here's the TV room with the faux polyester micro suede L-shaped couch.
What's up with the purple curtains?
Gazing upon that giant TV.
Is that from the Shrouded Torrent? I mean, what the fuck is going on over there?
This is like the curtains that Carol Burnett put on when she was in Gone with the Wind, the fucking tassels and everything. This is brutal. Obviously, a candlestick holder from Eritrea as well. Just horrible. Look how taupe, ugly, and brown everything is. It's just
Everything's taupe. The shore. Now think about it. This is a beach house. This beach house. Usually beach houses are bright, airy, and light, except for
beachy.
Chimneyville. And beachy. There's nothing beachy. At least Chimneyville has the knot room that makes it look like it's somewhere near the water.
Steve Z says that tub is the size of a witch's cauldron. Oh,
it's like Robin doesn't even have any gay friends. I mean, at least get a couple
exactly.
gay guys over
Somebody
there,
would tell her.
they would just like fix it. This is a tragedy.
Do you know?
No
Okay,
friends.
so my favorite gay friends, right, who lived near me, so they had this bathroom that the first time I used it, I walked out and I said, you realize that you used shiny chrome on the shower head and you used brushed nickel on the faucet. He's like, you fucking cunt. I knew you would say something about that as soon as you fucking walked in there. So, and this is a good 8 or 9 years ago. And
Did they
and
cut
so
the whole
now,
bathroom afterwards?
anytime I go there, I'm like, can I use the MM? And they're like, sure, go ahead. And which is the bathroom of mixed metals. And so I will never forgive them for that, because that's just rule 101 that you should match unless you're going for the contrast. Okay. All right, let me go to the next one. All right, so here's another lovely full-size bed gazing out.
Okay, that's
upon...
one. That room is not horrible, but then again,
at least it gets sun. At least it gets sun. Yeah, but look
There's
at the
a lot
bathroom
of
that goes with it.
What I've noticed, this is 3,500 square feet of very tiny little room.
Yes. Nothing is like expansive and says this is my master room. And this, she never fucking redid anything in this bathroom.
Oh no.
Because nobody uses that chrome binding for like glass and clothes showers anymore. It just doesn't.
No.
All right, look. So here's where Robin probably did her show. Oh wait, no. I think I have that. Oh, I do have it. Hold on, it's my next picture. Give me a second. All right, so this is like the pseudo office, I guess, where she used her computer. But here's where all the magic happened. Here we go. This is where she podcasted from. This is where Robin was coming from.
Nice catch.
When she was doing her show. You like that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's nothing else makes sense.
So she bought it actually in 2014. So it was listed for 2.4. It was changed to 2.29. Then it was changed again to 2,050,000, and then I guess she sold it. The person sold it for 1.8.
This house looks like it was built by one of the Winchester heiresses. I mean, this is like
it's awful.
You had to.
Honestly, it's an awful fucking house.
Gamma Man goes designs by Mark Harris, and then Two Mastic. That's one of the rooms that Robin didn't bang Jim Florentine in.
House flippers love to split up a perfectly good house into a bunch of tiny rooms to drive up the price. Interesting. That probably is true.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's house number 1. Now, whilst this house was for sale, Robin then went and purchased another house. So this is Robin's house as it was when she had her cancer and she was working from home. So there she would sit with a little pillow behind her back, not even a real chair. And she would use this mic. So this is how she ran her work from home kind of thing. So
thank you, Buckwald. Why the terrorists hate us. A single woman with no talent needs 2 beach houses. Thank you, Buckwald.
At the same time. All right, so here we are. Now this is her current home. And by the way, this is the only person whose home I wrote current home because it's fucking Robin. So this is 6 Long Beach Boulevard. See, now I feel what happened here is that she saw Howard's house in the Hamptons and thought that I decided that I need a house that's more emblematic of my standing in this fucking show. I really believe that that's why.
Absolutely. Knowing her personality, absolutely.
She went out. And I'm not really sure right this second, and I have it written down somewhere, but if somebody can look this up, I'm not really sure when she bought this house as opposed to when Artie bought his big ass house. So I'd be really curious to see what the timeline is there, just in terms of, you know what? I can actually look.
Artie's was like in 08. 09, 08, somewhere.
Artie had the house early. She got this after Artie.
Oh, this definitely she got after Artie, but I think she was getting a little jealous that everybody had these big houses. So here she is with her SpongeBob SquarePants house with their under the sea circular. I hate everything about this house. I hate everything about this house.
It's really ugly.
It's really ugly.
I mean, there's no redeeming quality.
It's really, really ugly. All right. So the pictures that we're seeing is before Robin got in here, but I can almost guarantee you she didn't do any work to the fucking house. It looked the
same,
so let's just assume that this, other than, some remnants from Eritrea, is basically what the house looked like. No way she changed the lighting.
No.
It may not have come with this furniture, but it's still exactly as you see it.
It would be very close to what it is because Robin 100%. Has zero imagination. And it doesn't have enough money to pay somebody to actually fucking fix it.
Yeah.
She can buy it. That's all she can do.
Anthony in the chat with a great fast food reference because it looks like Long John Silver's. I don't know if anybody still has those.
It does.
Oh, God.
It
the
does.
last one. That's such a great fast
like
food
Long John
reference.
Silver's. Holy
There
brilliant.
was one on Long Island like 20 years ago, and it's gone. I don't think they're around anymore.
No, I have 2 here.
Oh, yeah.
I have two down here.
Of course, Tampa has it. Of course,
Tampa
has it.
That was brilliant. Okay.
Oh, so good.
All right. Wow. So here we are with the maple kitchen with the matching maple refrigerator. Brutal. I know it's brutal.
Why?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the furniture's changed, but whatever you saw in that last house is pretty much in this house now. So let's just assume that. Let's just assume the worst. So
Tiger Lily goes,
yeah, what?
It's her money, but it's absolutely ridiculous to have a home that big and live by yourself. No, Tiger Lily, it's our money. We bought the stilettos and the lifetime subscriptions and enabled this. And we have to feel so horrible these idiots can live like that. It was our money.
Yeah, it's all our money. Yeah, it's all our money. So here, I guess, is the master bedroom that has a fireplace in it, which is.
How many
very
chimneys
important.
does she have? I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
does
I
she
don't
have
know.
3 or 4 chimneys?
I know.
Because if you don't
I
have
don't.
four chimneys, you're a pauper.
There's no way in hell she changed this fucking bathroom, so you know it looks exactly
No.
like
That would cost many dollars to upgrade, and there's no way she's ever been in that tub. Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Oh, look! Here's the Jack and Jill room
What in the fuck?
for all those all those kids that come to visit.
Oh
all
my
the grandchildren.
god! Oh my
She's an-
god!
It's a brutal room. It really is.
She's an
Everything about
orange
this
soda
is
room?
brutal.
It looks like
This is-
literally looks like something you would put like Raggedy Ann and Andy in, and
Yeah,
like just
and
lock
by the
door.
way, this is such an ill-conceived and fucked up room that note in the corner here, they have to have a standalone air conditioner because this is like the shittiest room to actually use for anything. Like, no air gets in here. It's in the
No.
front of the fucking house. It's not facing the ocean, so it gets no breeze. And it just has these shitty fucking windows. So hence the standalone air conditioner in the corner here.
Maybe those
as you
two
say.
beds are actually colostomy bags. Instead of it's just
where's
designer
this
colostomy
Where's this
bags.
picture here?
Barbados colostomy bags.
So
Does
this
she have a
goes through
courtyard?
right. See right here.
Yeah.
See this right here. So this
Yeah.
is what goes through, I guess, from this courtyard that she might have in the front, and then goes.
I hate to say it. I kind of
I
like.
know I like
this.
this. Well, because
kinda like it.
this
I
looks
would admit.
attractive.
I would.
Yeah.
It's an attractive picture. Let's not give it more than
Yeah.
it's worth.
And
All
then
right,
you know what
here's the
this
kidney
looks like?
shaped
That pool. All right, that
Oh.
looks like a cheap resort. I mean, honest to God, it's like when you go to that really shitty resort that doesn't have
Yeah.
enough chairs, and they don't have any
Yeah.
come like bring you fucking drinks. Yeah, that's
And there's
the
no
place.
chairs out here. It's so weird.
There's no chair.
yeah.
It's just like the Stern House when they don't have any chairs and Beef has to lay on the ground.
But to be
Speaking
fair,
of,
the fact that her house looks like a fucking resort, cheap as it may be. All right, here we go. So
Speaking,
it was
speaking of
yeah, I'm
colostomy bags. Speaking of colostomy bags, I was gonna say I want to pee in that pool, but Robin already beat me to it.
so it was listed for 3.65 and she bought it for almost 3.4 million, 3.3888.
Wow. Fuck.
Yeah, that's a weird price to come to at the end of the day.
Gary Puppet's crazy.
What
You
is
see what he
that?
posted and I don't know if I should see what he posted about Ralph. In the,
No.
oh God, Ralph's address.
Jesus.
What?
It's like
Oh no, don't even talk about it. Okay.
okay,
Oh my
okay.
God.
All right.
Bad
we're
man.
Moving on. All right. So here's the
Moving
front of the
on,
Christopher
house.
Columbus.
Here's the front where she has more.
Is that the front or the back?
This is the back. Sorry. I meant the back. Well, because it's the front, really, because that's where you really do where all the magic happens.
It's
Out
all
in
the
front.
magic.
Many places for visitors and boats. She has a boat lift, which is lovely.
For all
that
those people
shitty
that
little,
don't come see her. Yes.
That shitty little
Can her
boat of hers.
jazzy make it down that boardwalk?
Not
I think
really sure.
they're all terrain now, so
Not really sure. So that's the current Robin house.
fuck me. You gotta be kidding me. I mean, that's just like
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
having
yeah, yeah.
a long career, you would assume that eventually you'd have some sort of taste. But I guess no.
Mm-mm. But this is the
Monique,
woman who
what's
wears.
the distance? What's the distance from Long Beach to Manhattan? 2 hours?
Oh, probably. No, I don't even
Hour and
think
a
that far.
half?
She's on Long Beach. Let's take a look. See.
Jersey to white trash Long Islanders like me is all done in. Is it Action Park or is it Great Adventure? So do you go to North or Action Park is? Or
Oh
is
no,
it
it's
Six
Great Adventure.
Flags?
No, you're going
Okay,
down Six
okay.
Flag Way. You're going Six Flag Way. Okay, let me do directions from 105. Hold on.
Gary Puppet goes, public info arm. Gary Puppet, look, I want all their addresses out there at all times, but it's up to Monique's,
Hour and 40 minutes. 100. It's 100 fucking miles each way.
2 hours, yeah, 100 miles.
It's 100 fucking miles from
Yeah.
the studio. 100 miles.
yeah, it's 2 hours. It's
Holy
city
shit.
more probably with city traffic. So
Holy
2.5
shit.
Oh,
hours.
right, Nancy, you're so right. her house is actually on the main road. So it's like a thin part of the island, but literally there's like, one or two houses on one side and one or two houses on the other side, and then ocean or bay on either side of that. So you're exactly right. She is right on the she's right on the street, on the main road.
Good
Lots of noise. Yeah, no, she's exactly right. I should have pointed that out.
There's nothing exotic about that fucking house. I mean, seriously, it really is. It's just on the water, but it's on a main street.
Yeah. Well, but you know what? A lot of things are on the main street there because it is a narrow strip of space. I don't know how many of you have ever been down to Long Beach, but it's perfectly lovely down there. I mean, it's a.
I bet it is.
What are you laughing at?
The comments about the driveways.
Oh God, you're hosting down the drive. Dennis wants to hose your driveway down. That's a great T-shirt. Dennis hosing down a driveway in like cartoon form.
That's a great. I
like that T-shirt a lot.
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
I don't know where we are at this point. I have no idea.
Is actually did Robin? What's the deal with Robin's house got wiped out by Hurricane Sandy? Is that official or she missed the brunt of it?
I don't know.
Did she
ever mention anything about it? I have no idea.
No. She was working from home at the time.
All right, hold on. Somebody wants me to open up a street view of the house.
Did street view, and I say it's there.
I'm going to do that right now. So just give me a couple of seconds and I will do that for us. Hang on, sirs and madams. I will do this. Give me a second.
Sirs and madams.
Yes, all the lovely
Gary
people.
Puppet and Richie Wilson have never been in the same place at the same time.
No.
Says Gamma Man 69. Yeah.
And I think we're all going to keep it that way.
You got him. You got him.
All right. Oh, look at this. It's taking me to like some really weird place.
Taking it to a weird place. Did it take you to a dark place?
Yes, it's taking me to a dark place. Give me a second.
Like Black Hole Sun.
We're going on a summer holiday.
All right, hang on. Let me do this for us. Give me a second.
We're looking at overheads. Yes, I'm looking at the street view of Robin's house right now. No way I'd spend money on that, says Cindy Lou Who.
All right, here we are.
All right, so there it is. And there on the left, there's the street view. And that's a wow.
Yeah, she's right on the main drag.
Wow.
Let's see.
And I think we just turn to the right.
There we go.
Oh my dear Christ. Wow. That is
right
wow.
there.
Holy fuck.
I mean, to be fair, it's a narrow parcel.
Yeah,
so...
Still, there are other houses that are not on the main drag that are
they're on the beach.
water.
She went to
no, the others behind her there are houses that are not on the main drag. There's a street, you make a right. But Jesus, there's really nothing exciting about that place.
No, it's very boring.
It's almost as dull as that house. Oof.
Well, they look like they're all made by the same shitty company that does the same shitty houses. I mean, to be fair. Oh,
look at that.
Johnny.
Another shit.
Yeah, these are all shit. All right. So
wow.
There you go. Yeah, she's right on the
just paying for location at that point.
It is a strange setup. I guess it's be like if anybody knows Long Island, if you had a house on Ocean Drive, where like it goes from Nassau to Suffolk, where Robert Moses is, and Jones Beach. You got to make a right out of it. It's a street, or out in the Hamptons. What is that damn road? I'm actually heading down to LBI in late July. I'd be happy to drive. All right, classic.
All right, go for it. It does look barren, but you know what? I think
like
just
Robin.
Ocean Parkway.
All right. Let me go back now. Hold on. Let me go back to our other screen. Give me a second.
Send over a pizza and drop a baby Ruth in her pool. Wrinkles. That's fucking great.
Who said that? Papa Wrinkles?
Papa Wrinkles.
All right, now we're on to Fred Norris. So Fred, Fred's wife is a realtor, and I think Fred has
she
made
moves every 3 weeks.
Well, interestingly enough, Fred's wife has made some very good real estate decisions. And so I give her tons of credit for being able to jump on selling when the timing is right and buying when the timing is right. And as I will show you. So so I have a couple of addresses for him. He lived on Riverside Boulevard, then they moved from there to West 108th Street, and they also have the place in Amagansett. So this is, I don't know if they still own this place or not.
Isn't that where she lives?
Well,
Monique is,
no, interestingly
Rivers-
enough, because I just Googled her, and what it says is the following: Allison Norris, real estate agent in the Hamptons. So that led me to believe that she is really doing real estate out there now and not doing anything in the city, right? Based on that, I think she's moved to the Hamptons permanently. I think that's what happened there.
That house is the King Norris of Hampton's
Yeah.
houses. I want to tear down the walls.
Even though I have that Amagansett house up
Jesus, Gary
here,
Puppet.
which they bought in 2013 for a 658% profit, but I think that's what that means is that they just, whoever bought it bought the land and then bought put a house on it. And Fred bought it for 3.227 million. Okay, but let's
year
look
was
at their
that?
first apartment, 2013.
2013.
But-
Monique,
look at
it
their-
said before.
what?
It said up top. It said Riverside Boulevard. Isn't it Riverside Drive
No,
Is
it's
that a
Riverside
different
Boulevard.
road? Where's Riverside,
Riverside
Boulevard?
Drive is the highway. Riverside Boulevard is the adjacent
Residential
road. Well, it's the road that you come off of Riverside Drive to, and it's Riverside Boulevard. So he actually
And it
lived in
comes
a
right
Trump
after
building,
West End Avenue.
interestingly enough.
He,
You know the
but
way
he
where all
lives
those
right
Trump
next-
buildings were, that now they've taken his name off of every fucking one of
Yes.
them. But there was that whole series of very large Trump buildings. That's one of the ones
Yes.
he lived in. So
but he essentially lives right next to Robin because
not
West End
anymore.
Avenue.
They sold this.
Not
They
anymore.
sold
Well, they
this.
would have. They would have. Okay.
Well, they all, interestingly enough, lived within like 5 blocks of each other. Every
Yeah.
one of them. So yeah, so this is virtually staged. So don't look at this for what it looks like. And by the way,
Okay.
everybody in real estate now does this virtual staging. But when you actually go to the apartments, there's no fucking way that this large couch and those chairs and that coffee table and seating for 6 would ever fit in them. I don't know how they insinuated in there. It's kind of insane how everybody does this virtual staging now, and it's never correct. Never. Okay, but this was a beautiful, beautiful apartment. 3-bedroom, 5-bath, 2,200 square feet. The HOA is $2,472 monthly, so
Holy
that doesn't
shit.
include the maintenance or the mortgage, rather. They
Taxes.
bought it in 2007 for $2.53 million, and then they sold it for $2.63 on 9/27 of 2011.
You still doubt my salary theory on him? That it's way more than you think it is?
No, I
There's
think
no
that,
way he's
listen,
pulling
I
that
think
off.
that
But
all of them
people have had him
have
under $1 million. There's
serious-
no way.
I think all of them had serious stock. I think every one of them, cashed in
Oh,
their fucking
absolutely.
chips as soon as they were allowed to and made a shit ton of fucking money off of it and had to turn it around and put it into something.
Correct.
Period.
And most
I really
importantly,
believe
he
that.
is a Buckwald client.
I don't know how important that is since he doesn't get any fucking work from them. So, I
You'll-
mean,
you'll always get
none of that
rehired.
really
No, wait, wait.
matters.
Monique, he gets
Yeah.
to work 3 days a week doing nothing. So,
Nothing.
Well,
so
that's
he, I mean, he gets to do nothing. He fell
That is
asleep
true.
the other day. He literally fell
don't-
asleep.
Don't
on the
forget,
show.
don't ever forget the Tracy Millman quote I played on. I don't know which show it was. I want to be Fred. He's got the easiest job. Nobody knows the inner workings of the show and who more than she did at the time as the office manager. When she says, "I want to be Fred," Dennis is spot on. It is the easiest job in radio.
Easiest job in the
I
world.
agree. I can't believe she went on Faux McDonald's fucking show to talk too. I mean, he's like the worst person to fucking talk to about the time
She's
on the
gonna
Howard
get
Stern show.
softballs. She's gonna get Rosie
Such
O'Donnell
milk toast.
softballs.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
You're gonna get.
Nonetheless, Fred had a beautiful apartment with beautiful views. So I give him tons of credit for having
Wow.
just a really
East
beautiful,
River Event.
large apartment. Really, just beautiful.
Awesome.
I would,
Monique, do you
yes, this
think
is also
do you
face north.
Do you
What?
think you
Yeah.
could get on Faux McDonald's show?
I don't want to. Why would I want
Wouldn't
to?
that be good though to just rough him up a little bit?
Yeah, I think it
With the
would.
back and forth.
Some
Ask him
other
what
guy
his-
who has like a fun podcast asked me to be on the other day, and I forgot to call him back. So if you're listening right now, I'm
See, that
sorry.
doesn't sound familiar at all.
That's
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Okay, so that's their
Okay,
original
that's a
apartment
nice,
that they
it's a
sold
nice
for a
apartment,
bit of a
yeah.
profit, and then they
Yeah.
went to this one on West 108th Street, Penthouse D, and they bought this for 1.375. So they actually went down.
Pocketed.
They made a profit. They pocketed the money. They probably put that into the Amagansett house. So
Mm.
I think what they did, and then they moved to another really beautiful apartment on 108th Street. It's a duplex.
Mhm.
And so it has like a lovely, fairly large living room, 2 bedrooms on that level with a
Mhm.
terrace. And then up the stairs you go, and probably Tessa's room upstairs, let's be fair. And
Puppet's
and
favorite
then
room.
like a nice little
Jesus
outside.
Christ.
Oops, sorry. And a nice little outside.
Oh, look at that! A little patio up there. A little.
Yeah,
Nice.
super
Okay.
cute. And
That's
not
actually
sure.
Nice. It's actually
It's
nice.
super cute. And you know what?
Yeah.
And they pocketed the money. I'm sure they put it into Amagansett, and it was a great deal all around. And let's all consider the source. Okay. Let's all talk about the fact that $1.375 million. Okay, maybe in 2011 it was a lot of money, but I promise you. And obviously, since I've moved out of the city, I did look extensively at rentals and purchases, and I mean, for that much money right now, you barely can buy a 1-bedroom apartment. I think
Wow.
1.1,
They're just holding back all that
1.2.
inventory.
Oh my God, are they ever? It was like insanity.
Yeah,
and
there's-
it's like,
there's
no
no reason
fucking
to
way.
left.
You couldn't
There's
have
no
left
way
at a
it's worth
better
anything
time.
like that.
I
Oh, I
sense
know.
a very annoying, humid summer. You could not have left at a better time. I
Babe,
think it was
the
a brilliant
homeless.
exit.
The
Oh,
homeless.
the smell is always wonderful in the summertime.
No, worse than the homeless is these fucking kids who come down from like the Bronx and Harlem with their fucking motorcycles. And now the other big thing.
Right,
No, here's the other big
right,
thing now.
yeah.
No. Worse than that.
Bigger.
Is they have those things that are like 3-wheelers that look like Batmobiles almost.
ATV.
And
Oh, those things.
no.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
not an
no,
ATV.
Yes, that's right. What is that called, Dennis?
Almost
The
a car.
motorcycle?
Almost a car, right? But it's
yeah,
3 wheels. Maybe
yeah.
somebody in the chat will tell us
I
what they're
forget.
called.
It's
I
very
try not to
superhero.
pay
It's
mine.
very
I see them all over
superhero.
the place down here.
Yeah, it's like a Robin sidecar.
No. It's a
Robin's.
car.
No.
I
It's
know,
a
but
car.
it's very super. No, it's very superhero looking.
It's Batman looking. Yeah, and apparently they rent them down in Spider. Is that what it's called?
No,
Guys?
Slingshot. It's Slingshot.
Slingshot.
It's called the Slingshot. I see them all over the place down here. It's a Slingshot.
Oh yeah, they rent them all over the place down by you as well. Slingshot.
Leave it
somebody
there.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
it's
said
in
it.
Oregon.
people own them here. I mean, literally, because it's nice.
Oh, it's
most of the
so
time.
Florida. That's so Florida.
It is absolutely so
Right.
Florida.
Well, and it's
Oh,
also
God.
very much the thing that you hear at 2:00 in the fucking morning.
Yeah,
And
they're
they all
loud.
there's a 24-hour Chick-fil-A on 8th Avenue. And I swear to you, one of my last nights in the city, there had to be 30 of them outside. Brum, 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 brum. And it's like, you motherfuckers, get the fuck
I
out
say
of
we
my
call
neighborhood.
Chuck. I say we
Well,
call
if
Chuck
it is
Zito.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I say we call Chuck Zito and we start our own Hell's Angels chapter with slingshots, and started on the in Hell's Angels. I mean, in Hell's
No, it
Angels.
has a regular 4-cylinder in it. It has a 4-cylinder.
Well, suffice it to say, it's this was a good deal at the time. 1.375 is absolutely
Wow.
doable for this apartment. And not necessarily sure if they still own it or not. I couldn't see the records on that. But this is where they were last we saw.
By the way,
So,
Monique, can I
yeah.
ask you a real estate question, just in terms of
Yeah.
the streets? Initially, the Upper West Side ends at what street? Because that's
Probably like
100
96th Street to 100.
and then that's Harlem.
Maybe
Is it
like
108th?
110th. I mean, you know what? Honestly, there was a time where nobody would go past 96th Street to buy real
Right.
estate. Nobody.
Yep. Yeah.
But as these like really, really old homes and brownstones and stuff like that became available, and they were cheap. People would buy them, renovate them, and break it up into condos or whatever, and made a shit ton of money, shit ton. So it became very gentrified, probably around 1995, 99, 2000. You know, before that, you would never be caught dead past there. You'd hear gunshots all over the fucking place.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely.
People would be walking their fucking pit bulls off leash. Like, you would never, ever go up that far. But now it's fairly gentrified right up to maybe like 115th, 118th, 120th. Not that I would live up that far, but it is. You know, it's still a little mixed usage. But you're getting into like Columbia territory, so there's a lot of students and a lot of restaurants and things like that. So I think at the time it was a great move for them, and they got something at a good price that they could live in for a while. Again, I'm not really sure if they're still there. Yeah, total Yang Gang for mayor. I don't know why they didn't pick him. He actually, I no longer vote in New York, just so you know. So I will always tell you that I am always a proponent of a Republican or an independent as mayor of New York. I hate every fucking Democrat. I've never voted for a Democrat as mayor, and I never will. So, you know, there's that. I think they all fucking suck.
So they're looking at Gary's taxes of $25,000 a year, and you know the thing is, Howard pays almost $1 million a year on just a Palm Beach home.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, consider the who we're talking about here. You know, you have one person who is you know, making $90 million a year, and the other is making $1 million or so. Yeah. So whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
This is the house you just sold, correct? The 2 Old Farm Lane, Old Greenwich, Connecticut.
Well, it's not sold yet, so.
Oh, it's still listed. Really? I thought it sold.
Okay. Sorry, I'm reading some of the comments. I'm reading Nancy's comment
Greenwich,
here. Is it possible?
Connecticut area just became.
Yeah, I would love
like
to, Nancy. What?
What's that?
No, I was just speaking to Nancy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She was not talking. She was ignoring us and speaking to Nancy.
The Connecticut area became like this as New York gentrified outward to Nassau County, to Connecticut, to like Westchester and shit. That became like the stomping grounds of like your Jim Nance and your Christopher Russo's, and these are all Gary's neighbors. So he's kind of, I don't know who. You always think with these people, they got somebody telling them, "Hey, come to," you know. The Greenwich area it might be. Is it the wealthiest city in Connecticut?
I would think so.
I don't know. He's Old Greenwich, but I think Cobb is probably a little bit more expensive. I think Westport is ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
I think Rowayton is really expensive. I know Connecticut fairly well in that area, and it's there's some beautiful homes, but the problem with Connecticut right now is that the taxes are so high that all these empty nesters want to move the fuck out of there, but nobody wants to buy their homes because the taxes are so high.
Oops.
And the homes are kind of expensive.
It's a bit of a stumble.
So it's actually hard to sell. It's actually hard to sell in Connecticut. So everybody's asking about Maine. Maine was never correct, Master. Maine has never been a realistic choice. I don't know if he's mentioned in the past couple of days about what he's decided to do about where he moves. So I don't know about that.
I mean, this is always going to be the great speculation. They're all selling their homes. Where are they actually fucking moving to? I mean,
well, you know what? Here's the thing. Here's why I think I'm sorry for interrupting. I have a thought about what's going on with.
Yeah, I want to hear this because I have some thoughts about it too.
Okay, so here's my thought. So a lot of people currently, especially in the tri-state area, and maybe even extending down. Let's extend it down to like Maryland, and let's extend it up to like New Hampshire or Massachusetts, whatever. Okay. What's happening is, since so many people. And this is going to come to a horrible, horrible conclusion at some point, friends.
Oh, yeah.
So what's happening is that so many people are able to work from home, but the people that are able to work from home still have their New York salaries. And so, you know, here you are making, all right, let's go conservative. So here you are making $250,000, you know, maybe living in New York City if you can afford it, or New York adjacent. And you're like, fuck it. I can still make the salary, work from home, move to somewhere that's half the price for a home and live large. It's the
Mhm.
Shuley version of things, except, you know, he makes shit money. But
Right.
the reality is people are just buying you know, and people have been saving money. So if you didn't need that $300 extra a week, that was a fucking bonus. All of a sudden,
Correct.
that's like saving money. So people are able to buy in cheaper places like Idaho. Boise apparently is a fucking hotbed of activity.
that too.
You know, houses that were $150,000 a year and a half ago are now $350,000.
Ugh.
And, you know, they're almost untouchable. But here's what's happening. So here you are working with your New York salary, but as like Morgan Stanley just said yesterday, it's like, okay, everybody's expected to be back in the New York office by September. And if you're not back in the New York office and choose to work remotely, then we are going to adjust your salary based on living conditions for where you are. And that's just the way it has to fucking be. Because you know what? Nobody deserves to be making $500,000 for their job based on
Especially
your
what they
cost
do.
of living and be able to move to Mississippi or wherever the fuck you want to move to
Well,
and still think that you can retain the same salary. It's just not going to happen.
well, you know what though? I have a counter argument that even though I know that's what they want to do, is that, you know, you should be paid on your talent, not your living conditions. So if they want to retain the talent, they're going to have to pay up. I mean, that's kind of, you know, that's the more the free market way of doing it. I understand where they're coming from because yes, if we're gonna make it so it's acceptable to your living arrangement, like, you know, paying Shuley, you know, $500 a week now,
Yeah,
so you
but
can live in
Dennis,
Alabama.
you're talking about this. You're talking about the
I know,
Sterniverse, where talent
I know.
talent means nothing.
Oh, they don't get paid anything to start with. I mean, I'm surprised
well-
that they already have houses.
Hey, I got an
Right.
idea. How about it all comes full circle, and the staff moves to Roosevelt.
Well, you know what? But the reality is this can't last. Like, it's not sustainable. And
it
what I
won't.
hear from people in the market, I just learned a new thing last week called that what's happening, especially with HR, is FANG. Okay, FANG is who is getting the best people, and FANG is Facebook.
Apple,
No, it's actually Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. And
right.
so what's happening is they are going after all the talent, especially like in engineering and technical and, you know, people who can code and shit like that. And so smaller companies can't compete with this, even though people love, you know, they're getting like $250,000 out of college. And nobody can compete with that, especially smaller companies. So it's a problem. And then they're just saying to them, yeah, you can work remotely. You can do whatever you want. But it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable to not have people come into an office.
But for that model, it is. Engineers don't see anybody. Engineers
don't care to see anybody, but any place that has an engineer has a sales force. Everybody in sales has to be in the office. So here you are with people making but where's the fairness? Where's the fairness for somebody who has to come into the office?
Life's not fair. Life's not fair.
I know.
Life's not fair.
Apple is included. It's called FANG. Sorry, my bad.
You threw me off my game. So no, I mean, life is not fair because we have a pelican who has zero talent, no sense of humor, who basically runs serious. Life is not fair.
Partner, right?
Life is not fair.
Well, you can't program.
Sweetheart, I cannot believe you keep saying silent partner. That is not allowed with a publicly held company. You can't be a silent fucking partner. You can have a lot of say in what goes on because you're
it's semantics. Whether it's his stock options or whether it's decisions he makes, I consider partner. He gets to make the decision. In the Andy Cohen clips I sent you, Andy Cohen claims he can get fired because of Howard. I will wager you Andy Cohen show gets more listeners than he does and better guests and is so how Howard has power over Andy Cohen in 2021 is insane unless he's a fucking silent partner. And I'm using cement. You could euphemize it any way you want. He's calling the shots. He can't get.
He definitely has a lot of power there.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, can we move on with Gary Dell'Abate at 2 Old Farm Lane in Oakland, Connecticut?
By the way, can I ask? I had a friend who lived in Greenwich, and she commuted to.
Sorry, hold on.
Oh, Reacher, you effing mutt.
You asshole.
As I always say, Dennis, the kids, the family, have at it. Do whatever you want to them. Talk about them. Post pictures. Just leave me alone. That's my attitude. We don't care about the kids. Leave me alone. Yes, Gary Puppet. Andy Cohen is a bigger earner than Stern. Absolute. It's not even close. It's not even close.
Absolutely.
Tiger Lily says both my kids are engineers. Nice brag, Tiger Lily. Got jobs right out of school, signing bonuses. Their peers were busy protesting their pronouns. Do you get a percentage of that, Tiger Lily? Are you the Buckwald to your kids' engineering job?
Oh, please.
Sounds like
you know what? They're never coming back home. It's a beautiful thing.
They're like,
You should be happy that
you
they're
live in
doing well.
Alabama.
Exactly, Tiger Lily. He only barks when there's bears or deers outside. Okay, so let's get to Gary's home. So it was really, really curious that that somebody had mentioned on the thread that I originally made on this that Gary has apparently
Tiger
taken
Lily.
out a what? What'd she
No,
say?
she doesn't get a text back. That's horrid.
I don't believe her.
Oh, please!
I don't believe
They're old teenagers. They don't text their moms.
She's the
and you
cool
know.
mom. You know Tiger
How do
Lily's
you
the
know
cool
that
mom.
she's the cool mom?
in the group.
She has a
You know
squirrel.
that's where the kids hung out. You know that's where
has
the
a
kids
squirrel.
hung out. And she's like, I don't want the kids drunk driving. I don't want the kids drunk driving. When you come over
Yeah, I'm
here
pretty
on
sure that
Friday
Tiger
night,
Lily has the
I
snack
guarantee
house.
it.
The
Yep.
snack house.
No,
You know, that has like the
She's
name
kidding.
brand Pop Tarts and all the shit.
Yep.
Like she doesn't have the
Not
Hydrack.
Hydrack.
She has the
Casa-
Oreos.
Casa del Spontino.
No Mr. Pibbs in that house. Okay, so
But
let's
one
go to
quick
Gary's
question,
house.
Monique,
now.
before we
What?
go. This is totally germane to this.
Steamy soccer mom.
Germane. I had a friend who lived in Greenwich, and she commuted to Grand Central Station. It took her like a half hour. Is that all that is essentially?
Well, Stamford is the main station up there, and I would say it's probably about a half hour. Yes, probably about 35 minutes.
So
but
you can
that's
get
to the main
to
station.
Connecticut quicker than you can get to Brooklyn by subway.
That's probably true. You're also paying quadruple the amount, but yes, it's probably true. And you know what? You live a better life in Connecticut. Let's be honest. I mean, you know, nobody wants to commute out to fucking Ronnie Mund's house, which we're going to get to, which is unfathomable to me that could almost go for $1 million. It just blows me away. All right, so let's look at what's going on with Gary's house. So the assessed amount was $2,080,000, and the tax amount is $25,008. It was built in 2007. Gary built it. He bought the property and built the house on it. It is 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3 partial baths, 7,683 square feet, 3-car garage. Right. So Rupert said today, Bowie took out a $2 million mortgage 2 years ago. So anybody want to explain to me what the rationale would be behind doing something like that? Oh, sorry. And then on top of that, Uncle Larry said it looks like they paid off an old $2 million mortgage from 2015 a month later. But in any case, Bowie doesn't have as much equity in the house as one would have expected. So now, if he has a mortgage currently of $2 million, I did the math on it, at 2.775% interest rate, that would be with taxes and insurance, $11,553 per month for a $2 million mortgage, which is a balloon mortgage, obviously, because it's more than, you know, your normal one. But yeah, so he's paying out $11,500 a month, and I'm trying to understand why in 2019 he would do this. Now, one can speculate that maybe it's because he did in fact get a cut in salary, and he still has kids in college, and he still needed to take care of them and maybe rehabs. Who the fuck knows what goes on with that one, which we're going to get to in a moment.
Syracuse is that's where Lucas goes.
Oh, Syracuse isn't that expensive. Yeah, you're right.
It's 80, isn't it 80 grand a year?
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
It's
Syracuse?
It's absolutely.
What? Syracuse is 80 grand?
Something like that. It's well over 60. What do you think?
Syracuse.
It is? 20? Syracuse is a very expensive school.
Holy shit.
Go look it up
right now.
Holy fuck.
Out of state tuition.
Fuck.
I'm
not
going.
out.
Denny,
Oh,
you
he
didn't.
is out
Well,
of state. He probably
it's
has
a
a New York
huge
fucking
community.
address. They probably.
More
All right,
likely.
cost of attendance. Average cost after aid is 34,000.
Holy shit.
Graduation rate is 82%. Acceptance rate is 44. Okay, before aid, it's 73,000 a year.
Told you.
Jesus Christ. Seriously,
I,
no.
I looked it up because it seems, I don't know if I looked it up, I just knew it. It's where all the fucking broadcasting nerds go from the tri-state area. If you look at all the announcers in the NFL and the NBA and Major League
They all
Baseball,
went to Syracuse?
they all went to fucking Syracuse. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's a
Wow.
huge list of iconic names. Your neighbor, Bob Costas, went to.
He was my neighbor.
Wow.
Okay, so here's a funny thing I discovered before we even get to Bowie, and I think you're all gonna like goof on this, but I figured fuck it, it's worth it because it's Gary. So as I was looking up, and we were talking before we got on air that we're gonna do a show on the Stern Show LinkedIn. Because there's so many people on that show who are quoted as like producers, writers. I
Yep,
mean, just
can't
so
wait.
many useless fucking jobs that these people have. One wonders. It's a head scratcher that he still has this many people. So we are going to do a LinkedIn show. However,
I love
that said,
idea.
when I was looking up the Dell'Abates,
Mhm.
I happened to come across one Lucas Dell'Abate. And here, I just need to show you this so that you can all goof. Here we go.
Yes, Steve Z.
Okay.
Iron Eagle, his son.
Lucas Dell'Abate has changed his name. He
Did
is now
you see
called
Gary Puppet?
He's now
House.
Gary
called
Puppet
Height
is-
House.
House.
Gary Puppet, is that true? He was
What?
in South Dakota during rehab. Is that true? Is that like a rehab camp kind of?
Well, it sounds like a place you'd send somebody.
Yeah,
We
that's
played
like
them as
wilderness
Whiskers
camp
thing.
for
Yeah,
rehab.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He could
But
easily
wait,
be. I bet that's
so
true.
much more important. Lucas Dell'Abate has changed his name to Height House.
Height House.
Oh my God.
The 23-year-old techno DJ producer from the United States. With heavy inspiration from film scores, he combines cinematic chords and acid bass lines to create entrancing, ethereal, and emotional techno. He began DJing and producing at only 13 years old, often playing clubs he was too young to legally enter. Since his early start, Since his early start
Oh.
in music, Height House, his name is Height House, has played at festivals such as Lollapalooza, Chicago, and Zoo, New York City, as well as opening for acts such as Eric Prides, Christopher Black, Caviar, and many more.
Oh, sure.
When he's not behind the decks, Height House is a student at Syracuse University Bandier program.
Bandier.
Notice also that Height House was an intern for Sirius. Of course, Gary doing his fucking fatherly duty of getting him the fucking internship in 2016.
Kept that under wraps.
Yeah, totally. And he worked there for 7 months.
Acid bass lines is the key to that whole paragraph.
Okay, so
Intense.
Gary's son's name is now Height House, just so you know.
So
So I took away the home price and put in that he had a down payment of 1.195 to make it a $2 million mortgage at 2.775, which comes out to $11,553 per month. So
Wow. See two Master wrote, Monique? Black Caviar is the band for the guy who produces the Jim and Sam show, who are both Buckwald clients, by the way.
Really?
Weird tie-in, yeah.
Mm.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's so bizarre. You could just keep connecting these dots, is like what we were saying with Jan Hein's wife, and it never ends.
Good
right?
guy. I know that it's a stage name like Skrillex, but he literally is going by that name now. So it's kind of curious that he has changed. Like he's officially like a DJ guy now.
He's a big time. He's big time. Yeah.
He's fucking big time.
DJ
All right, so let's take a look.
Wow.
Maybe he and Emily Stern can do a duet.
Emily and Height House.
That's a great band. Della Nepotism.
Maybe he can do a remix of one of Emily's songs.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god,
that's such a good.
You know what?
That's so funny, Dennis.
I really want to get somebody to do a fucking remix of one of Emily's songs.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I feel like I know somebody who can do that. Let me think about this for a second. I know one of the guys on here who definitely can do that remix for us. That would be amazing.
Does Nick kind of do that a little bit?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know,
geez.
Todd. Is he here? All right, so here we
Bon
are. Here we
Jovial.
are with the Here we are with the house that Gary built. And so that dinner party that he had that day with the band, with the the string quartet outside and the chef, that was to introduce his new house to everybody. So that's when he did that. That was why he
and he only has
did
one
that party.
chimney. Yeah.
And only one chimney. So let's look at Gary Dell'Abate House of Suede and Leather, because there is an inordinate amount of leather in the Gary house. And it actually bothers me just a snurch. So let's take a look, see at that. Yeah. So here's the living room, which is, of course, the
Leather.
formal living room, I guess, which is all leather. So stairwell as you come into the home. Here's some beautiful striped couches with fireplace. At least has a really nice long kitchen island.
Yes.
Let's keep moving here. More leather. So here's his desk.
That's his work area. That's his work area.
I guess that's where he works very, very, very hard.
Very, very hard.
Yeah, it's a work area.
There's
I just want to get away from it. This room's been working out. I guarantee you, Lucas doesn't have grass stands on those Wigger sneakers.
No, absolutely not. No, but, so, looking at that dining room.
Yeah. Seating for 8. Yes.
Yeah. Can't you picture Howard and Beth leaving that dining room?
Yeah, exactly.
Before dinner served.
Beth! Come on, let's get out of here. All right, here we go. Here's the incredibly bland master.
Is that the master?
Bedroom. Yeah.
Another fireplace.
Another fireplace. Yeah, might be connected to the other one, so it's one chimney.
So is that where Mary sleeps?
This is where Mary. Well, her feet actually touch the leather bench. That's at the end of the end of that. Then, of course, we have the jacuzzi tub and the enclosed shower. Let me see. That actually looks like a steam shower. It looks fully enclosed, so that's probably a steam shower there.
Chandelier and the
chandelier. That's a horrible chandelier. All right, so this is one of the kids' rooms. I'm going to say the stickers mean that this is height. What's his name? Hansy Height? What's his
House?
Height House. I'm gonna assume this is. I'm gonna assume this is Height House's room with all of his like DJ stickers and shit like that.
It's German for drug addict nepotism.
Details are hazy on the pink single bedroom.
Yeah, maybe it's where Melissa sleeps.
That's where right. And since he had nowhere to put yet another leather chair, let's just throw it into that room. Oh, and then look, here's another family. Here's another little family room. Yeah, so
quite cozy in leather.
2 additional leather fucking chairs against the mint green, which looks very, very, very beautiful.
Somebody has to be colorblind in this house.
It's brutal. It's really brutal. So I don't know if anybody really does anything in this room, considering the fact that he has his man cave downstairs, as we know. And it's a curious shabby chic meets gross leather couch thing going on here. I'm not really sure.
Those window treatment things. What?
Let's take a look at those. They're ugly.
I mean, what is that supposed to be? Are those like flowers? You know what? It looks like Beth painted this room with the little bed. It looks like Beth painted that room.
Horrible.
With her wonky eye.
It's really awful. All right, here we go. Here we are in his workout room, where I'm sure his Peloton lives. And
we know Mary's not down there.
He's got the 96 pounds on the barbell for Howard.
Right. This is right off of his man cave theater room, which obviously is replete with leather.
Lots of leather.
Lots of leather. Lots of leather going on here. And this is Gary's man cave. So let me get
as already said. That's the room where he learned how to throw a baseball like Callista Flockhart.
Wait, what's that room? Is that more of it where the picture is on the lower left-hand side? No, go up. That on the left, the lower left-hand side underneath the workout room. What is that part of the man cave there? Is that like another little section of it?
This is this room.
Oh, that's this room? Okay.
That's the door into this room.
Oh.
Got it?
Okay.
Oh, and then look, fancy that. Here's a little bit more
That's what I was asking for.
leather.
More leather. There's a bar with some leather.
And there's a bar with some leather, and then there's the pool table, and yeah, this is the bar, and a tiny TV over here, just in case you're not really happy with what's on the other channels. Who's this in the corner here? John.
I'm trying. Where you pointing to?
This guy.
Baseball player.
Is it a Mets?
It's a Yankee.
86 Mets.
Oh,
Yankee?
What are you looking-
curious. That looks like a
straight ahead.
Yankee icon on there.
Can we zoom on it? I can't.
Doesn't that look
Visions.
Yankee-esque?
Oh, that's Mickey Mantle. That's Mickey
Oh.
Mantle.
There
Is
you
it an
go.
old Mickey Mantle?
That's an
All
old Mickey
things-
Mantle.
Oh, there you go. Nice catch, Dennis.
You're welcome.
Oh, and he's got a Joe Namath
Very good.
football. Signed Joe Namath football.
I wanna kiss you.
All things sports should be eradicated from this room. And you watch that motherfucker throw a first pitch at Chase. All things, I cannot deal with him in sports. I cannot look at it. It's
that pitch was
crazy.
a-
You could be immersed in sports that much in your life and throw a baseball like that. It's
That pitch was a
crazy.
bit of a stumble. It was a bit,
Bit of a stumble.
a bit of a
Here's a
stumble.
Jets helmet. I'm sure it's signed by
Oh,
somebody.
Gary.
Here's some paddles from some
Is cricket?
fraternity.
Oh, that's,
I don't know. They look like fraternity paddles to me. Not really sure.
jeez.
Oh, look, here's some of his animation art.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, right.
I don't know if the
Bubba
Bubba
Louie
Louie
the
is
animated
there.
cells,
No,
yeah.
no, no, that's it. But I
And
know
that's
this is a
Gossamer. And
phenomenal
that's
Bugs
Gossamer.
Bunny with Gossamer. Yeah,
But
phenomenal.
Gossamer, he still has that.
That's amazing.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
absolutely
Fucking
amazing.
30 years ago.
Here's the rest of that room.
Give me a Race Bannon from Johnny Quest. So Howard
Oh,
can
there's
go.
what are those two crows called?
Oh,
Heckle Jekyll?
Jekyll.
Heckle and
Heckle and
Jekyll.
Jekyll. Here's Bugs Bunny again. It's so funny that he has his animation art up. I love
He
it.
still has it.
You know, it's so funny. I used to collect animation art as well. I should post it. It's really fucking funny. I have very similar animation art to him.
So he actually has a picture in the back of when the Mets won that game in the World Series.
Yeah, is that what that is?
When the
Stop!
ball went through
God.
went through Buckner's legs.
Yeah,
That's what that is.
The way these effing Met fans cling to 1986.
Oh,
Enough.
really, it's horrible.
Update it. Enough. Take it down. How many years ago
Horrible.
is that now? 35
Yeah.
years
Look
ago.
at this
Stop
Mookie
with
Wilson.
1986.
There he is Mookie.
Don't jerk off to
Oh.
Kevin McReynolds.
Look at all his
Stupid
Jets.
ape.
Look at all his Jets glasses here.
Ugh.
Oh,
That he
on
probably
the
got as,
air.
like freebies.
Another
Wow.
great franchise.
I love
Jesus.
studying Gary's fucking innermost.
This is fascinating.
Sanctum.
This really is a fascinating
it really
place.
is, right?
This
Yeah.
is like it's decorated early college student. I mean, this
There's
horrible.
nothing more annoying than a New York sports fan clinging to the Mets' last World Series, the Knicks'
And there
last
it is.
championship,
Look.
the Islanders' last Stanley Cup, the Jets' last Super Bowl. It's
look up there.
nothing worse.
Look at the picture of the Sports Illustrated. Fucking the Mets. Jesus Christ.
It's like
Look, he's a vinyl
Gary
junkie,
Carter.
everybody.
Final junkie. There it is. He's got
Vinyl
his.
junkie. Oh, look, here's a chair. I wonder what that's made of.
Oh, it might be
Steely Dan.
leather.
There's a little Bruce
surprised- that's why
Springsteen
some-
here, which I'm sure is signed.
Of
The fucking
course.
jukebox. Yeah.
Ralph
Oh,
Kiner
look.
came on it.
There's a giant Mets ticket.
Oh my God.
Look at
It's a
Mr.
stub-
Met.
ticket
Gay.
stub a buoy. Is that
Yeah.
a
Wait,
Happy
look,
Days?
the Mets
Monique,
neon
go-
sign.
Go to
Where-
the left.
wait.
Is that a Happy Days pinball machine on the left? Go scroll left.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
whatever.
it is.
It's April. It's pseudo Happy Days. You know that. They couldn't probably use the actual
That's
characters.
the Ted McGinley years.
So that's like a that's a pseudo Fonzie and
So it's not a licensed.
Pinky Tuscadero. Yeah, so it's not licensed.
Wow.
It's the Hydrox of Happy Days pinball. machines.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, there you go. There's his whole
No, wait, the
room.
pool table has leather.
Oh, leather. Of course it does.
The big Henry
Brutal.
Winkler lawsuit over that pinball machine was historic.
And there's outside with
So
its
there's
gas-
outside, there's our
fire pit.
barbecue, here's a fire pit and our outdoor metal
with
furniture.
rust on it. Nice.
And
Put
here's
can
an
of
overhead,
Rust-Oleum, you ape.
here's an overhead view of the house.
Right.
I got a Happy Days pinball machine, so Jan Hein comes over. I could say it's Jump the Shark.
All right, he has two chimneys. Wow. He was able to
3.
afford two.
Oh no,
3
two,
chimneys?
two, two,
Two
two.
chimneys and a turret. He has a
A
turret.
turret. A turret.
Turret.
Yeah.
He's a fucking
I'm
turret.
sure he
in the
paid
house.
extra for the fucking turret.
He's a fucking
Tiger
turret.
Lily's brother's middle name is Kiner, after Ralph Kiner.
Oh dear Christ! I'm
Kiner's
so
Corner.
sorry. I'm so fucking sorry.
You forget she's from the
I'm gonna
north.
put you in Kiner's corner, Tiger. When Tiger Lily got in trouble as a girl, the parents threatened to put her in Kiner's corner.
I wonder what Height House thinks about that house. Height House.
White House. House of
Hale
Horrors.
House. Hale House. Is it Hale House?
Height
Wait.
House. Hout House.
Maybe
Oh,
that's
I
the name of
go
the rehab facility in South Dakota.
Height House. That's Height House.
Yeah, right. Linda Aries, right? No pool and all that crap. You got
No
no
pool.
pool.
No
pool.
Weird, right?
You know, pools are an
Unfucking real.
extra, at least an extra $50K. You know that.
Yeah, I
Maybe
know,
more.
but you spent all that money on a fucking giant house, and you're in a wealthy
Absolutely.
area. Fucking
Yeah.
put a fucking pool in.
Absolutely.
God
damn
Absolutely,
it.
Dennis.
Here's
Yep.
the problem with Connecticut. It's like it's fucking
Landlocked.
cold 97% of the year. So
That's why you have
not only
heated
do you
pools.
need a heated pool, and then you're closing it up for like probably at least 6 months of the year. It's a complete and utter waste of fucking time. Now,
Monique,
if it was me, I would definitely do a pool. But,
how
you know.
how many times you been to Connecticut? Like we went to my cousin's wedding in Maine. We stopped at Burger King in Danbury, Connecticut. It was early July.
Okay, well
It was the
that's a
most-
highlight.
It was the most humidity I've ever felt in my life. It's landlocked. There's no breeze. It was horrible. It was worse than like Hell's Kitchen in July. It was horrible.
That's saying a lot.
It's-
This is saying a lot.
It is so strange. They have no pool.
Yes, a hot tub, Scarlet Red
even
Magic.
hot
A hot
tub,
tub would have been good.
anything to
Anything.
make that 8 like do something. I mean, it's just,
So, does anybody have any idea whatsoever about why we think Gary took out a $2 million
he
mortgage
probably had
on
a
his home?
he probably had a balloon on the first one, and then the mortgage rates dropped, so he
Like
paid
a-
it off.
I got 3 chicken sandwiches, Casey turbos, and 2 double whoppers,
Fuck!
and saved it.
What are we
for the
talking about?
ride.
Why does it have
asked
to do
what
with
I
a
got at
jumbo
Burger King.
mortgage coming
asked-
to term? And
But
that the rates
apparently,
dropped.
he paid off another one that was from 2015. Why
Right, the
take
rates
another one?
dropped the rates dropped even more. You got to remember
So
that
was
amount
it
of
a
money.
refinance?
It was probably refi. I would almost,
Oh,
I would almost
okay.
guarantee that, because I mean, if it dropped 1% on that kind of money, 1% is a lot of money. I mean, seriously, that's cash. So
Yeah, I guess you're right. That makes sense now.
I know I'm a real estate Luddite. It's a stupid question. Okay, so you put a big pool in. I know in New York you get killed. There's all these weird laws. You can't even build like a shed without clearing it with the fucking town.
amen on that.
Dennis, in Florida, is it what? Can you just build a pool and not say anything?
No,
You can.
You need a permit.
No, wait. You can if you know the right people. You can, but most
Yeah,
normal
there's
people.
no
you have
way
to get-
somebody's not
Matt
coming by.
Gaetz.
If I can
Oh,
look
I
at
know
it.
people that have
Gates.
done it. No, I know people that have done it. Seriously, but you have to know the right people.
Yeah,
If you
well,
know
if
the
they're
right
not
people,
going to
you
be
get away with
cuts
it.
to you. I know people
Right.
down in Florida who have been called on by the cops several times because they're doing work after 5 o'clock. I mean, it's
Well, that's
Oh my
because you
God.
live in a toity section. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
I live in us normal people, and there are people that
Yeah.
just put in pools.
not Tweety.
What does it do to your taxes if you build a pool per
Oh,
year?
they
Does
they
it-
jack.
If you get assessed, well, that's the whole problem. So
Yeah.
you put in a permit. They know that you put in a permit to build something substantial on your property,
Mhm.
and then you get reassessed. So
Yeah,
probably
you know,
it could absolutely add about $1,000, $2,000 a year to your taxes for sure.
Oh, easily,
If not
easily.
more.
Well, Monique,
Depend-
you know,
depending.
Dennis has Matt Gaetz connections with Green Bay. That's all it's taken care of.
All right, so there's
He'll be named in the
there's
suit later on.
there's Gary's home, and you know what? I bet you it'll fucking sell because it's Gary's home.
Yeah, they just have to get all the fucking hair out of everything.
Oh, that's right. He has several dogs, doesn't he? Or does he?
No,
have-
him. I'm talking about him.
Oh,
Uh,
Are there
Gotta
Stern
clean all the-
fans?
the
Are
shower
there
drains
Stern
out.
fans that with the diminishing fan, he loses every day, and I'd love to see Sirius with the cancellations and citing the Stern show as the reason they canceled. Are there Stern shit fans left that would actually buy this house because it's Gary? Is there anybody left of that?
I don't
there was
know.
some
You know what?
there's-
The fact that Ronnie's house sold for almost $1 million fucking dollars, which we're going to come to in a moment,
So
it just floors me. So I don't
my
know.
theory on this, my theory
Yes.
is that there are all these people that used to listen to the show a long time ago. Now they're in their 50s, late 40s and their 50s. They don't listen anymore, but they remember the show then. And now they've made money and they remember that Gary was a part of that show and that
Yes.
they'll go ahead. Same thing when they like the people that contribute to the show for his charity. They don't listen to the show now. They listen to it and remember it then. And that's where it's coming from. It's not coming from
Could
people
even be
actually
like a
listening to shit now.
semi-celebrity who doesn't know the show that well that would do that.
Exactly.
You're right. Like a David
But
Arquette.
also,
or something.
don't forget that. Okay, well, that actually segues us into this article. Hold on, let me get to it. That was just
Judy
posted.
Tenuta. Hold on.
Bobby Bowie's massive Connecticut mansion is the week's most popular home. Hey now, the executive producer of the Howard Stern Show, Gary Dell'Abate, recently put his custom-built Greenwich, Connecticut mansion on the market. Howard Stern fans clicked like crazy to get a look at the home of the man known as Baba Booey. The intense interest made Dell'Abate's place the most popular home on Realtor.com this week. The home has been mentioned on the show over the years as Stern poked fun at Dell'Abate's love of vinyl. Oh my God, I would kill for somebody to go see the fucking house. There's open houses coming up this week.
Do we have
Dell'Abate's love of
Connecticut
vinyl.
people on our site, Monique? It doesn't
I
seem
think
like
so.
a lot of people.
Well,
I don't know.
you
I've never
don't really
seen
ever
Connecticut
know where
referenced.
anybody lives
I know.
unless they make
A lot
note
of Philly
it.
people, though.
Well, yeah, Philly rocks.
A lot of Jerseys,
Stern
yeah.
poked fun at Dell'Abate's love of vinyl, his man cave, and his quirky taste. Most recently, the home was where Dell'Abate planned and coordinated the show during the pandemic. Dell'Abate joins his fellow Stern Show cast regular Ronnie the limo driver Mund, who also recently put his home up on the market. Mund is headed to Las Vegas, but we're not sure of Dell'Abate's ultimate destination. On the show, he discussed shopping for real estate in Maine. Whatever the case, he probably doesn't need a home of this size with his sons all grown up. So, yeah. So has there been any discussion, Dennis, about his move? Have they
No.
talked about it?
No.
Really?
No. And all
Have
the
they talked
drivel
about
that they've
Jason's
gone.
home?
No. And all the drivel, all the time killing they've done in the last week. No, they haven't.
Everything
no.
is it's so creepy, the
No.
vibe on that show. Everything
No.
is taboo
Actually,
and all the shit's in the
I'm trying to think if
crazy.
Jason's even been on the air. I don't even know if Jason's been on the
I-
air this week. I don't think he has. I've been drifting in and out though because it's
Did
been unlistenable.
did the anorexic analyze him about his weight loss? Is that the last? Was there something?
That was
with him?
like last week's the last time they talked. They didn't talk about it this week. Not that I remember because
Was he
once
on
again,
the air?
it's hard to remember because
Who,
it
Jason?
literally
Yeah.
this week. I don't think he
Well,
was.
His weight loss is sponsored by weight loss, right? By
Well, yeah,
Weight
of
Watchers,
course.
right?
Nothing's free on
Yeah.
that show.
No, nothing's fucking free. It's just sponsored bullshit. But I can't
Oh,
wait
I know,
to get to
Blue-
Jason's house so I
Blue
can rip him a
Marlin,
new
you're so
asshole.
right. It's like it's like Howard's a CIA operative. You're so right. It's like the clandestine. It's unbelievable. He can't talk about anything. It is insane. And if he's talking, he's lying. So it is the word. But if you're not getting stupider, you're hearing lies, and he can't. Who is show? As I've said 5 years ago, who is this show for? Good Lord, what is
Howard.
the point? What
Hi,
is-
Bon Jovial. Sorry you couldn't attend tonight's
Hey, Marianne.
Hi, Marianne from Melbourne. Somebody said that earlier today. We thought it was we chuckled. We thought it was funny. Okay, so let's see who our next house is. Oh, look who it is.
Jan Hein.
Jan Hein. Okay. So
This is Melville,
Jan
of course.
bought his house for $560,000 in August of 2001. And he sold it in 2017 for $790,000. The taxes on that house, I mean, look at this comparatively. Taxes on that house are $20,761. Yeah.
Christ.
So Long Island is not insubstantial, especially fucking
No.
Melville. That's like Suffolk County, no, John?
It's the plain hamburger capital of Nassau County.
Well,
It is a lot like
you mock and you joke, but I have to tell
no, it
you
is.
that
It's
John
banal.
Hines' house reflects how fucking banal and boring.
Banal.
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 I still
Banal.
have that. I still have that Teen Banal sweatshirt. People look at me like I'm insane.
Batman's
But yeah, his house is as boring as you would think it
As
is.
he is.
So let's take a look at it, shall we? Here we go. And there we go.
Wow, that is fucking boring. Holy
Oh, wait,
shit!
it gets so much worse. It
That's
does.
A,
It gets
it's a
so
really
much
bad
worse.
ranch, right? That's a ranch. Kinda,
Not
kinda,
dressing.
sorta.
Look at that. God damn. It
There's
really is.
nothing. There's nothing interesting at all about that house. Literally. Oh my god.
He could have power washed before they came to take pictures.
It
should
is.
say.
I like the satellite.
It is
pictures of it.
spaghetti with no tomato sauce.
It's
It is-
spaghetti
it
with
is-
ketchup.
It's plain
It's a
spaghetti.
Whopper. It's a Whopper plain. It's a Whopper
The
plain.
Jewish,
He doesn't
the
eat
Jewish
Burger King,
pasta
Dennis.
of choice. Spaghetti with fucking ketchup. It's horrible. All right, here we go. Let's go look somewhere.
Ketchup's-
Here we go.
Ah!
Here's the back.
What is a
Or
barn?
no, the front
Is that a-
or
is-
whatever
what
the
is
fuck
that?
this is.
Is that a
I
part of the
don't-
house or there was a
I'm not-
barn?
I'm not really sure.
It's a.
I guess we
two-car
swing around
garage.
here. I guess we swing around here to go to the back of the house. Looks like a built-in,
Yeah,
an
with
add-on.
this dormer, a dormer over a 2-car garage.
But let's look, shall we? Let's look at the lovely
Oh my fucking god!
That's where the
entryway.
kids.
Oh my god!
This is a piece of furniture she definitely got from her fucking mother. There's no way a human being would buy that without it being something they think of as an heirloom. Oh, look, somebody plays the piano.
Wait, look at a parquet floor. Wow, that looks.
Oh,
Hey, the
parquet.
Italian club. Actually, the Italian club has that on the second floor. It was the cheapest
sorry to
floor
hear
you
that.
could buy.
It's
It
the
was cheapest
cheapest
floor
floor
you could buy. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that is
Yeah.
I like the couch. That really looks like a bad Italian restaurant. Like seriously, like everything's almost food. Oh, you can almost everything back to food in this place.
It actually looks like a fold over, like a futon. You know?
Oh my god. Yeah, it looks
Wait,
like.
let me
oh
go
my
back.
God.
All right, here's
That's
here's our
the stairway
entryway.
to
Hell.
heaven, yeah. Hell. It's devoid of personality, just like him.
Yeah, did Kevin McHale do an up and under on that parquet floor? Give me a break. As if it's not a complete homage to the '86 Celtics, you stupid nerd.
Jesus fucking Christ. This is actually horrible. Wait, what is Beanie Mac saying? I saw that huge piece of furniture they have by the doors and is
Yeah.
Are you
Oh,
kidding me?
No, he's
Oh my
not.
God.
Yeah. When they did the
Oh my God.
zooms, you could see it.
Oh my God, that's so
Oh
fucking funny.
God,
Yeah,
I
so you
hate him.
know that's like a pseudo heirloom piece from one of their parents. You know that. There's no way any human being buys that for their house.
It doesn't
There's just no
match
way.
anything else. It doesn't match anything else there.
Maybe,
literally-
no, Dennis. Nothing matches in this house. Okay, my gay friends with the fucking bathroom of mixed metals is as bad as they get. This nothing goes. Here we go. Hang on.
They would have seizures walking into this house.
Oh, apoplectic. They wouldn't walk in. They're my friends that I took pictures of from a Christmas party they had like 2 years ago, where everybody had to leave their shoes and coats in the hallway. So
Jesus.
like you couldn't even wear high heels to the party because you must take off your shoes. And absolutely no dogs are ever allowed. Dogs or babies are ever allowed in their fucking house. right, here we
Jesus.
Well, that's hey, their
Yeah.
rules. Their home, their rules.
Oh, I can't. Go
All right,
jerk
here
off
we
to
go.
Garmin,
Let's-
Greg.
let's
you
check it out.
automaton asswipe.
So here we
What
are.
in
And
the are those folding chairs? I mean, no, seriously, it looks like I'm in church. I God damn.
with the lovely bay window that overlooks nothing.
Nothing in the
And
mauve.
this is like this is
mauve.
painted what's that shit called that everybody had back in the 60s?
paneling.
Paneling. This is painted paneling, you guys.
No, you're bullshitting me. That's painted paneling.
No. This is paneling.
Oh,
This is paneling.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
There's this
Yeah.
Bruce Hornsby signed piano in the back corner. Which,
Yeah. All right, here we are. Originally, I thought this was a pizza oven. I was going to say, "Oh, cool, pizza oven."
No,
But
no.
alas, no.
No.
you see what
No.
Linda Aries
No
wrote?
built-in microwave. Wow.
Stairway to diabetes.
Stairway to disappointment. Yeah. Look at this kitchen, guys. This is yeah, this is
What style is that supposed to be?
I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
not French. It's definitely not French.
It's
Automaton.
not French.
Dennis, you never heard of automaton white on the color chart?
This is you're right, Tiger Lily. It's a fucking disaster.
Welcome
there's
to
nothing-
my kitchen. This is my
There's-
plain microwave.
I mean, honest to God, it just it's just nothing. There's just nothing screaming. Yay! This is fun.
There's no
Down.
personality.
There's
Nice
zero personality.
microwave.
Yeah, I know. I had the same microwave at our office. Yes, it was one of the cheapest ones I could
So-
buy.
I'll give them credit for skylights in lovely downtown Melville. But again, yeah, this kitchen definitely was never redone. I mean, unless this is what they did, brick and
Why?
yeah. Well, there's
Right.
and you know, obviously there's no.
Oh, look at the track
stainless-
lighting. Wait. Go up to the track lighting.
Oh, the
All right.
track lighting.
Who the
Yeah, this-
fuck?
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, no,
Yeah,
that's not. No,
no.
it's not a thing anymore. Even I know it's not a thing. Oh my!
Oh my God! Is this the master? Oh, this must be the master
Well,
bedroom.
that's when a
'cause of the
magic
picture.
happens.
Look
That's
at
what a
this.
blowjob.
Look
That's
at
what a blowjob
the
thing.
tiny
Magic
wedding. Look at the tiny wedding picture that's up here. Look what goes on here.
Oh, beef.
Okay,
Oh
this
my
is
God.
definitely furniture they got from somebody. This is
Is that an
all.
Is that an 8-foot ceiling? No, I'm not fucking
Yes,
kidding. Is that
yes,
an
it
8-foot
is.
fucking ceiling?
Yes.
Holy shit! That's an eight, and he's like 6 what? He's like 6.
He's pretty big. He's
two?
like 6'3" or 4.
Could you imagine that big automatron trying to walk into that little fucking room?
That's a
I mean,
dumb-
Jesus Christ! I mean, his head with that ceiling fan. That's just-
I'm
Now
having a pizza
here's-
party. Hold the
Here's
cheese. hold the
where's
sauce.
where the jump the shark happens. So you have your drop ceiling. You have your drop ceiling with
Oh.
faux wood beams,
Oh.
more brick with the fireplace, fully enclosed, with that TV with all his little cassettes on it.
And
This
look,
can't be where he hangs
No.
out. It can't be.
No.
I
It
refuse
is,
to believe
though.
it.
With that shiny, hard, uncomfortable tile floor. I just want to
No,
take my
this is
shoes
rug.
off.
This is rug. This is rug.
Rug? I can't
Yeah,
tell on
that's
my
rug.
screen.
That's
Oh,
rug.
so it's
And then we have our
beige.
buff.
Beige like
buff
him.
jukebox. Yes, everything here is very vanilla. It's really, it's like your aunt's house that you go to somewhere where you really don't want to
Oh!
be, and it's basically like cold in there, like they
Yes.
never
Yes.
put the fucking heat on, and you just like miserable because it's so cold. All right, here we go. Everybody has that
That's
lovely
the-
tub.
Oh, what the? And right next to the shitter. I mean, that's just.
Well,
This is-
shit. Well,
That's
yeah.
where he.
I-
That's where he washes out all the topics in his hair.
I feel like he's never done any real, unless they renovated it when they first moved in. I have to go back and see what date they moved in. So here's one of
What's-
the kids'
What's
rooms.
it called? Oh.
Nice treatments. Oh, here's the man cave. See, we're missing out on something.
Wait,
really
there's more
important.
bathroom. There's more. Oh, another shitter right next to the.
I don't know where the shitter is. This might be
that-
off of one of the
that-
kids' rooms.
That's one of the kids' rooms.
Here we
As
go.
you can see,
Here's
John
here's
Hein,
where
a
the-
teetotaler. No alcohol at all in that house.
oh
No.
my god. Right, he's a
No.
Not in the
teetotaler.
man
Right,
cave.
you're right.
He doesn't drink. He does not drink.
Yep, doesn't drink.
So we didn't paint the paneling down here, obviously, but yet here it exists. Is that
Tony, can you
foosball?
explain diabetes
That's
to me?
foosball.
Why-
That's foosball.
I can't
Can
explain,
you explain
fucking
diabetes to me?
What-
Why he can't drink alcohol? He claims
Because
it's
alcohol gets turned. Alcohol
alcohol
gets turned
turns to
But
sugar
he can eat
immediately.
loads of fast
Yeah.
food and
Listen,
other
there's no
sugar
rhyme or
things.
reason for why he does
No,
the shit that he
no.
does.
There's
Yeah,
no
no.
rhyme or reason.
He chose his vice, and his vice is shit food. You know what I
Oh,
mean? As
that's
opposed to alcohol.
Hockey game,
Plain.
yeah.
Yes, this is definitely a basement, and this is I don't know. Is that air hockey? Is it foosball?
No,
I'm not
it's
really
it's
sure.
hockey. It's hockey. It's hockey because of the dome.
Okay. Well, this is his magical spot.
A Star Trek pinball machine.
Oh, God.
Yes. Well, you know what? Maybe him and Bowie got like a BOGO on fucking
Wait, there's his exercise equipment.
the
over
one
there.
piece. Well, no, I bet you his wife uses that. He doesn't use that.
I can
There's no
show
fucking
George
way.
Takei my Star Trek pinball machine if
Oh
he
my
comes
God.
over.
I'm trying to figure out what his collection of shit is over here because I
It's
can't
this
really.
collection of shit.
It all looks like ugly something that's all the same
Oh.
that he
I mean,
collected.
this is actually like a real flashback to the 70s. Like this is a
sad.
70s.
This is a sad man cave. It's
You're
sad.
such a
This is
huge
70s
Pittsburgh
bat-
Steeler
it's-
fan and Penguin fan. Make it a Steeler cave. Put some, do the Steeler
It's-
motif. Nope, it's gonna be as banal and as the automaton
But-
wants it.
But look
Never
at
bursts
the
out.
the
The
set of
chairs.
furniture that's here to watch TV with. It's so. This is
Fuck.
the saddest room I have ever seen.
It-
No lie, it's so sad.
It makes you. Yeah. It does
And
fit
how
his
much did we say-
personality very well.
It sucks the personality out of us while we do this. You look at that room. You,
Yeah, I'm
you
losing.
just
I'm
lose your
losing will
personality.
to
You
live.
really do. You
I'm
start
losing
to
will
like
to live
doze
as I look
off.
at it.
Yeah.
And the fact that it sold for $790,000 just goes to show you what
Wow.
the fucking market is like. I mean, it's just
Wow,
pathetic.
that's just wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
G
Look at that
Canada
house.
wanted yes, the town of Melville is, like I said, it's the plain hamburgers of Long Island, Nassau County, but it is the boringest town. It's got nothing going. There's nothing
So
unique
he
about
fits
it. There's
right
no-
in. He
It
fits
fits
right
right
in.
in. It's perfect.
Yeah, you know what? Nobody said these people are designers. You know, one day I'd love to take you through my home. And like most people, when they come to, well, and Dennis, since you've been there, it's so changed.
I've been there. Oh, it's
But
changed? Of course.
Oh
it
my
has.
God, so much. Yeah, so much. And
So much.
so much. And it's very eclectic because I love to collect art and I love like graffiti art. So I have like huge fucking pieces of graffiti
Oh,
art
remind me to
all
bring
over
some
the place.
spray cans with me.
And you know, and then like my rugs actually like pick up colors from the fucking drapes. And then, you know, the couch picks up colors with the pillows. I mean, it's a whole fucking mindset to come to a place where your house doesn't look like this. And this is a sad motherfucking house.
There's nothing
Not
good
quite
here.
as sad as Ronnie's house, which we're getting to right now, but this is a sad fucking house. Nobody in any of these homes has any kind of Hein house.
Taste. Yeah. Hein House.
Hein House.
That was Gamma Man 69. A classic Gamma Man 69.
Ah, it's beautiful.
Hein
Yeah.
House.
Nice mix and match, Mo. There you go. Okay.
Wait,
So
let's think about this for a second, though. This is a man that got paid out by TV Guide for his fucking website, multi-millions of dollars.
who knows
Was it
how much?
multi-million dollars or was it barely $1 million? I don't know.
No, I
We
think it
don't
was
know. We don't know
multi-million.
enough. I don't
We
think
don't
we
know.
know.
Whatever.
I'm gonna go with multi-million because it was a big brand and they're stupid. And this is the best you can do.
I don't know. I don't think it's that. I don't think it came
Even
out to
if it was
that
a million,
much.
this is the best you
Yeah.
can do. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the best
You
you
know
can
what?
do.
The sad thing is that when people, you know, there's different kinds of people in the world, right? So there's people that really don't care about like what their home looks like and they just live a great existence there and
Minimalist.
they make money
they
and
say.
they store it
Not
and
even minimalist.
I don't even know that
Minimalist.
that's minimalist, you know. And then there's people like me who all I do is fucking look for different ways to fill a space on a wall to make it something where somebody walks in and says, wow, that's really fucking cool.
Because we're all gonna die someday, and that's no way to live. He's swirling for something that's never gonna happen. You know what I mean? You're saving for what? Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know if they bought in the city. I couldn't find any information on it. So I'm sorry to say that I do not have Jan Hein city information.
Oh, good.
Um,
I do though. Good news. I think he got. Last
Good
I heard, he
news.
got his daughter's. He got his daughter's intern. The nepotism train. It's just like Gary. He somehow got his daughter's in at Comedy Central, and Comedy Central is getting canceled. I just read 2 weeks ago. They're taking it off. Yeah, couldn't be happier.
They didn't have comedy on anymore. So
When you
what
think
does it matter?
Comedy Central, you think Jan Hein's daughters
Oh, absolutely.
and Jan Hein.
Yes, Pharaoh Maiden, you are 1000% right. People either make it a house or make it a home. There's a difference. That's exactly right.
Yes.
And you come to my home, you can put your fucking feet up on
Oh,
the
Jesus.
couches.
Gary Puppet, maybe. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
No, I can get you Hein's new address.
So
No,
I
sorry.
looked, Gary, just so you know, and it doesn't get what it shows there doesn't give you like a east side or west side. And so I was a little confused about, and neither of the places for both east or west look like something where a John would move to. You know, like he definitely would move into a home similar, like a rental by like where Robin used to live or where
Right.
Fred used to live. You know, they all gravitate towards the Upper West Side. By the way,
Yes.
weirdly enough, I looked up where Benji's living these days, and he's at a fucking YMCA.
No,
Really?
you're joking. You're
No,
absolutely
I'm not joking.
How would that come up on a search?
Yeah, well, you know, you got to look.
I
All
believe
his
it.
mail gets
Where does
forwarded.
it come up?
He has a PO
By the
box,
way-
but he. Love. Good news.
Pelican Season. That's a great Jan Hein nickname, Johnny Insulin. I love it. I love it. I think you coined the best one yet.
Insulin. Oh my God, Gikenda, you're right. It's like men buying their own clothes. It just shouldn't be done. Decorating? Well, no, that's not true. Decorating houses is just for women. But you know what? If you care, then you make your house your home and you make it somewhere where you want to walk in. You just make it livable. I mean, you can do it on such a fucking shoestring budget. I mean, it's sad that it looks like this. So who have any of us to decide what a home is? We're all different and that's okay. Fuck. Yes, of course, Nancy. Of course.
But
Of course.
but this is yeah.
Yeah. This is just a sad home. That's all
Monique,
I'm
I
saying.
couldn't agree more. People need to take more decorative risks with their home. Do something original. It's not difficult. You can buy tons of cheap shit on eBay. You can do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
And too many people and they just are too worried about like being made
Taking
fun
a risk.
of or, yeah,
Take a
taking risk.
fucking
Nobody
risk.
takes a risk.
Steve Z. But Nancy, I have eyes.
What?
Steve Z. But Nancy,
Put your
I have
stamp on it.
eyes. Absolutely.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you're right,
Thanks,
Blue
Stephen.
Marlin. Most suburban houses are boring and lame, and that's why I'm saying, why can't someone just spruce it up? Try something.
A
with
little bit.
personality.
A little
it's
bit.
not that difficult.
He-
It's
he
not.
doesn't-
At least
on the
a
outside,
room.
he doesn't even have Castellano lights on the outside. I mean, you got to at least have Castellano lights out there. I mean, you got to make it look like something.
Or Gotti lights.
Well,
some
no, in
mob
memory of Big Paul.
boss. Yeah.
All right, hang on. Let me take a look. See. here,
I
what
prefer my
Matt just
La Cosa
sent me.
Nostra. Floodlights.
All right. Yes, as suspected, as suspected, Jan Hein is on Riverside Boulevard as well, and he
Even the name is boring.
I know he's in a two. Well, if he's still there, because he sent me two addresses. So, Beanie, give me an idea as
That
to what
makes
you're
total
talking about
sense.
there.
That's exactly where you would go.
Let me see what the rent is like here. So it's a
Very-
2-bedroom,
when you keep
2-bath.
that neighborhood's very boring neighborhood.
Oh, it's very boring. There's not
They're-
even a supermarket. There's like nothing there.
Nothing.
Oh, Jesus. It fits him
Truly.
perfectly.
Well, the rent, interestingly enough, is about $5,800. Probably about 5,800.
What about the address of Charles Bronson?
Sorry.
in
So
Death Wish?
2017 is when I think he sold that house. Hold on. I'm going to backtrack a little bit here just so I can get an idea. So
Yeah.
he sold in 2017. Okay. So he was paying at his place on Riverside Boulevard. He was paying $67.90
Oh,
when he moved in. Yeah, it's substantial. And then it was re-rented in 2020. So he's actually, he did his, I guess, city gig for a hot minute and then
moved to New Jersey,
decided
right?
to move elsewhere. I don't really know, but hold on.
I
I'm
thought he
gonna
moved to Jersey like the rest of them did.
I don't know. So the pictures I'm looking at from the apartment, of course, who have the fucking parquet floors, as one would suspect.
Does anybody listen to the current wrap-up show? Has Jan Hein
No.
slipped and said anything about?
No.
Who knows? I mean, who knows in the threads? Every once in a while, somebody comes back with intel from the wrap-up show. Some weird thing slips out. It's awful. It's the worst. But every now and again, something slips out. Just wondering.
Okay, so he's obviously moved from that Riverside Drive apartment.
Gary Puppet's screaming to check your DMs.
I got it. I'm
In
looking.
bold print.
Just let you know.
He's the best. He's the best.
I'm looking right this second, my friends. Well, I guess the city life was not really for
Did you
him.
think the boringest human being on the planet moving to the world's most exciting city? Is there any more oxymoronic move than Jan Hein and
No,
fucking
you are
Manhattan?
1,000% correct.
He never
okay.
should have been there in the first place.
Suffice it to say, he moved to a house in Long Island.
Long
Wait,
Island?
hold on, let me see where this is. Hold on.
Rockville Center.
Oh
Rockville-
God, that's a good
Rockville
one, Dennis.
Placenta.
That's good, Dennis. That's as close as you can get to the city.
He's out. He's out past Huntington. And
Oh, okay, that's
serious?
great. That's way east.
That's
Wow.
really fuck east.
That is way
And
out there.
What's the name of the town?
I'd rather not say, but right
Oh.
past there. And he bought it, so he purchased for $785,000.
Right, Smithtown.
And it is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,550 square feet.
Oh my god!
So
Wow, that's
he went
fucking
back.
tiny.
He went back to his. That's not that
I
tiny.
love Andrew
Oh.
Morgan from Cincinnati with a fucking Ronkonkoma reference. You have
Ronkonkoma.
no business knowing
Nice.
what Ronkonkoma is. That's close to me. You've no business knowing that. That's so funny.
All right, so
I think it's.
let's.
I'm saying,
let's-
okay, my guess of his town. The name is going to be the boringest town name in all of Long Island, Smithtown. That is the perfect Jan Hein.
It doesn't
town
get
to
any more
move to.
perfect for him.
Doesn't get any more boring
It's
for an
just some
automaton to move
stupid,
to.
boring fucking place. All right, so let's move on. Whatever it is, it's fucking Suffolk County. I mean, let's just be honest.
mean, let's
But
be honest
being
about
on
it,
that side is actually nicer, right? I mean, isn't it? The other side, you have like Shirley.
Oh,
Isn't
Shirley's
that-
way east of that. Shirley's like 45 minutes east of that. That's
Shirley.
way and south.
Shirley.
You know, I love bringing up
Everything
Shirley.
is Mastic Shirley.
Yeah, Mastic Shirley. That's
It's all the same
Shirley.
ocean, Monique. I don't care. Mastic Beach and
Same ocean.
17 Squabble Lane have the same fucking ocean. I don't care.
Right. But do you have rescue pigeons on your beach? I think.
Yeah, rescue
And
pigeons.
penguins and dolphins and krakens.
So
like Howard
now,
seems to have.
so now you're going to see the difference between living in the 5 boroughs and living Long Island or Connecticut or New Jersey or anything like that. So here's the Ronnie Mund house, which sold for $915,888. It's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, 1,100 square foot home on 3,400 square feet of a lot. His taxes are only $86.58.
Well, you got to remember those
So-
taxes for the first time when he bought it, so they're going to go up substantially for the new buyer.
Yeah, but don't they get assessed like everybody else does? I mean,
No, it's on the selling. No, it's on the selling cost. It's going to be.
no. But if Ronnie bought it 20 years ago, I mean, my taxes aren't the same as when I bought.
It's repressed because like my house, what they assess it for is half of what I could sell it for. So when I sell it, my taxes will double.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I have a feeling there's a big tax hit coming on that little munchkin land.
Yeah, I mean,
Had
I
the
agree
fucking
with
guy come
everybody
over
in the
and
chat.
assess it.
I cannot believe the price of fucking Ronnie's house. Like,
It's going to be.
cannot
It's like,
believe
you know what it reminds me of? It's like a small world. I mean, literally.
it's so true.
It's actually Dennis. I saw Sal's house in Hicksville. Very
Yeah.
similar to Sal's house in Hicksville.
Are you
Sal's got a
serious?
Small. I swear to God, I had
Jesus.
to work in Hicksville a year ago, and I think Gary Puppet gave me Sal's address, and I drove by and I sang, "My wife, she's a real pain in the ass." Out the window, and it is so small. It is just like Ronnie's house. I don't know how he's 3 boys living in it.
What?
And now we visit the Shire.
Shire.
Oh, Steve Z said it. All right, let's take a look at Mambo Mansion. I think this is this shocks me. It shocks me that it would be this much, and it shocks me that I mean I have no words for.
So, Art, when
1,100
you went
square
by,
feet.
was it during the wintertime? Was Christina?
It
you know,
was.
was she shoveling? Was she shoveling the snow out front?
Dennis, I honestly was thinking that the whole time. Driving by, you're visualizing poor Christine. I like Sal's wife.
So
I
here
did
we
too.
are. Here we are.
Wow,
Casa
that is-
Mambo. We don't even have a
Wow.
garage. We just have a covered overhang that I guess you can pull your car into. Landscaping filled of
Your Dodge
bushy
Challenger.
mushroom type things.
We're like dickheads, okay? Let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Dennis, would you get caught dead hosing down your driveway in that?
No,
How
absolutely
can you
not.
picture yourself hosing down
No.
that driveway?
No, I
2
could
o'clock
not.
in the afternoon on a Saturday.
No,
with the Yankee
absolutely
game
not.
on the radio.
Absolutely not.
Seems to be a trend amongst the stern nation of ugly leather couches that
Yeah.
I don't.
Maybe they got a deal
understand.
from a sponsor.
Well, but
he
they
got that
miss
from
they're different couches. Like it's not even a matching set. I mean,
No,
if you're
you
gonna
got
do
that
leather couches, everybody do like one fabric, one leather, just to mix it up a little bit, just to give a little bit of depth or texture, not on your fucking incredibly green
that-
teal walls.
That color on the walls looks great on a car. That's about the only place it looks good. It does not.
It might look great on a fucking Schwinn bicycle. But I won't
Well, it
even
looks
give
good
you
on a
more
car
than that.
too.
Or-
But it will not look good on those walls.
Or it scores. I bet you Lonnie Hanover gave him that. It's got
Yeah.
Chauncey
It was
Hayden's
leftover. It was
stains
leftover
on it.
paint. It was leftover
Yeah.
paint. Scores
Let us discuss the
Scores.
stuffed
Wow.
animal chair.
collection. Yeah. It's very well staged. Very well staged. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have words. I don't have words. I think they fixed this house up in like 2000.
It screams
think-
Eugene.
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
absolutely. He just wants to be Italian so bad.
Like,
Cindy
remember
Lou Who,
when
you're right. Put a
those-
stripper pole in there. You're right.
Remember when
Put a
these were
stripper pole in.
cool? These kind of
Yep.
like almost green frosted glass,
Yes.
Gindaluni Italian made
Yes.
drop chandeliers. I think I had one of those once, like 1,000 years ago, and got rid of it immediately.
Monique,
So-
go back to
I'm
that
sorry.
fridge. I want to jerk off to the ice machine. Let's see if
Oh.
you got an ice machine. There's no ice machine.
Fridge with all
There's
the
no
shit
ice
on
machine. No, there's no ice machine.
Oh,
it. It has no ice maker.
come on. That fridge? How do you
Wait,
not
wait.
have an ice maker on?
How do you not have a fucking
No.
ice maker in fucking
Oh,
2021?
Well, I think this is one of those refrigerators where the ice maker is like inside here, so you have to
Oh,
actually
that's
grab
nonsense.
your-
That's
Yeah.
just nonsense. That's utter nonsense.
That's for
So
pikers.
this
The range from
stove, which I really
1975.
appreciate, yeah, with the clock at the
I remember
base
working
here.
on those.
I'm amazed. I am amazed at how much this house went for. This is such a fixer-upper. These are the
Fixer upper to
original
knock her
wood.
downer.
These are the original wood kitchen cabinets,
Yeah.
right?
Yellow.
must-
Another
Anybody,
car. Wait, that's another car
anybody
color.
not from New York, that's what you get. The My Three Sons stove.
The
don't
dishwasher
know. This is what
from
you-
fucking.
I'm
It's
just
amazing
studying
what
it.
New York gets away with.
It is amazing. All right, here we are. Here we are at the love nest.
Mm.
Here we are.
In salmon. In yeah. It was that Hugger? It was that Hugger orange. Maybe Hugger orange. You know, we got car colors. The fucking whole house is painted with fucking PPG paint.
Ugh. there must be some sort of bizarre arrested development going on in this home with
Yeah,
all
do you
these
think?
Of
snuffies.
course.
Well, look,
course.
like,
And the only stuffed animals in my
Stephanie-
home are my dogs.
all right.
Like,
So remember, Stephanie maybe slightly developably
No.
arrested.
no, I really like
So
Stephanie.
is
I
Ronnie.
think-
I like her too, but this is screaming. Yeah, because they're not his.
Texas Longhorn burnt orange. Color is burning my retinas. Oh my fucking god!
Wait, is this the house he had with his ex-wife, or is this a different house?
Yes, he's been in this house like his whole life, basically.
So his ex-wife didn't want this place. I can't see why.
I want to know the terms of the Bonnie Mund divorce. I want to know how that all went down.
You really want to know that? You really want to know that? Where Ronnie was
really do.
basically making $45,000 a year and she probably got half. I mean, really, what are we talking about? Really?
She doesn't get the block party money? Isn't that part, isn't that a state law? You get the block party money if
Block party.
Future
money.
earnings.
Future earnings.
Well, okay, so this is the lovely master bedroom
Mm.
with the
Just think
built-ins.
that Ronnie watches himself in those mirrors.
Yeah, so this is furniture, everybody. So they probably don't have a lot of closet space in there because it's kind of a fairly old house. So they didn't really have closets back then, but somebody actually went out and bought these two pieces as furniture. And that's what they use for their bedroom, which is, by the way, a queen size. And I guess he's tiny. I guess
Well,
that's
he's
okay.
he's a midget. Come on, that's more
Yeah,
than
he's
enough for him.
tiny. It's okay. It's okay to have
Gary
a queen.
Puppet, it's crazy. He calls, I got Bonnie Mund's Facebook page if you want it.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Too soon.
Oh,
So
wait,
Gary.
wait. The ceiling fan. The ceiling fan from 1980. I mean, that's like the original ceiling fan.
So what goes on in this room? What are we looking at here? Like, that's not a TV, right? Like, what are we looking at here?
That is
What goes on
his,
here?
Is this his
Rumpus room.
NASCAR
This is
room?
Rumpus room, right?
What does rumpus even mean? What is a rumpus?
I don't know, but it's obviously rumpus is going on in there because nothing.
There's no rumpus going on in here. There is no fucking rumpus. So, yet another leather couch, which I'm all good with. I can almost guarantee you that blanket is there because Stephanie sleeps there half the fucking time.
Oh, absolutely. I
Let's see what else
guarantee
goes on
that.
in here.
Ooh. He's got some NASCAR memorabilia all along the walls there. And here
So
we go.
this is where the magic happens for the show.
Yeah.
This is where Ronnie sits so that he can talk to Howard.
Oh,
Although
good one.
I think he's
Dudley.
moved everything. What did he say?
Dudley the dog.
What do you?
Oh,
what are you
yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was somebody on our show. Where
That's
did you see
from
Dudley?
Different Strokes. That's who Gordon Jump molested on Different Strokes.
Nice.
So I see where Ronnie is like taping from right now. It literally just has like a couple of things pasted to the wall. So has he removed this beautiful built-in?
Well,
desk
he's
thing?
packing up so he can ship it out to Vegas.
Okay.
Wouldn't it make sense to broadcast from the other room with the narrow walls? The sound would not travel.
Come
as
on,
much.
you're talking like it's a professional fucking show.
I know.
Please. Don't ever
You're
do
right.
that again.
You're right.
Here's the second bedroom, which obviously has furniture purchased from somewhere.
Salvation
And
Army.
notice, let's also take note again that the dresser is covering the window, which then necessitates a air conditioning unit standalone to drip the water and condensation out the fucking window. So I'm not understanding why this is like this, but I guess that's the entirety of the room, and there was no room for this.
Yeah, the door
anywhere
would
else.
probably hit it over the left side. This is probably taken
Yeah.
from the corner of that room.
So here's the incredibly yellowed air conditioner that probably no
That
longer
does not-
works
Nope.
because it is now faded yellow plastic, and that's why we needed this guy. So let's move on. Oh, here's the fantastic bathroom with the Gindaloon pedestal
You know what?
sinks, whatever these called.
Chisel Cess thinks, Monique, that's where his son lived. Ronnie has two sons. What's his deal with his kids? He has two sons, and like they're in their mid-30s. And I guess his son lived there at some point. They don't talk about it.
So
nobody puts an armoire in front of the window. Nothing makes sense here.
All right, so those sinks, that would be even. That's insulting even to Gindaloons. I mean that is really. I mean those are
Eugene's.
some. That's Eugene special. That is ungodly.
Rick's
Mother of
nightclub.
pearl.
Yes,
Blue Marlins, right out of Rick's Cabaret. Blue
Yeah,
Marlins,
absolutely.
right.
Maybe the leftovers when
Totally.
they renovated Rick's. The black toilet is really fascinating.
Now, nobody should have a black toilet. You can't see what your poopy looks like in a black toilet. It's like having
you
a
can't.
teacup that's fucking black. You can't see when your tea is done. There should be nothing black that you put liquids into. It's wrong. It's just
Well,
wrong.
At least Stephanie can sit down at her makeup table on the can, and she doesn't really need that bench because it's close.
Oh, yeah, she's right there. Oh, is it
Right?
cushioned? Is that a cushioned?
Yes, it is. Of course, it is. It's like
course
it's
it
Eugene.
is.
That's
course it is.
cushion. That's a thick cushion
So what
on
does
there.
she do? Like just poopy and turn around and put on her fucking lipstick?
I guess so.
Oh, this saddens me. I'm so glad he got as much money as he did because not only is it a fucking
Wait,
shocker.
let's look in the mirror. Let's take a look at this mirror. Go up a little bit. Let's see. Let's take a reflection. What do we have here? Wow. So
well,
this is off
we
of
go
this
into
room.
that's where Ronnie broadcasts from, which is right
so
off the toilet.
The toilet's right there, and they're in the shower with the faux rock wall.
The unused Listerine.
Are you sure that's not this continued in there?
Oh, the bad. Ooh, maybe it is. I was giving it too much credit.
This is the room they put all their effort into, though. Really, let's be honest.
They did. They shot their wad in that bathroom.
They really shot their load in that fucking bathroom.
Yeah, that was.
Okay, let's move on.
Oh wait, yes, of course. The family room.
Family room with the workout equipment, which is substantial.
Small weights. Very,
Monique,
very small weights.
What's the racial breakdown in Whitestone, Queens?
It's all
Does
white.
it put the white in Whitestone?
Another old air conditioner.
Another old
look
air
at those.
conditioner.
I mean, that's
15
old.
pound barbells.
Yeah, fucking 15 pounds of weight there.
My head of security is 15-pound barbells. My 71-year-old
I mean,
head of security.
this is another house decorated by Nona. I mean, this is yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
love John with the ice. Nothing makes me happy.
Oh, you heard that?
Yo, no, not at all, John. Not at all, John. Jesus Christ.
All right, here's the backyard.
So he did build a shed. He built a shed for his cars. That's what that is.
Oh, okay.
The shed for his cars. You get that's almost bigger than the house. The shed is almost bigger than the house.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Did Howard do that deck? It's pre-distressed.
It is pre-distressed. And there's no way to get on that deck. There's no way to enter the deck from inside the house.
Is that where the heaters had a rumble?
And we have this beautiful Formica bathroom.
What? No. With that yellow, that's a BMW M3 color. That's the car yellow. It's the car yellow.
Floored by the fact that this fucking house went for almost $1 million. I mean, I'm just floored by that.
Considering
that's
that
odd amount of counter space though for a bathroom. That's
so.
I think that it's just an elongated picture. I don't think that
I
wouldn't put any stock into how long that is.
The only way you can do home improvement on this thing is with 5 gallons of gasoline. Yeah. I mean, honest, and a match, because there's no fixing this.
It's an absolute teardown.
It's just gut it. Just tear it down.
Oh, let me see. I didn't see the unraveled toilet paper. Oh yeah, really? Can you just?
It's well used. Well used.
Oh, and that's like the standard American standard $30 faucet.
Builder quality shit there.
Builder faucet. Builder faucet from like 1994. Not even like real time. Wow.
But it's polished. I mean, you gotta admit, it's still polished.
Somebody cleaned up. Yeah. Somebody cleaned up before they came here. All right. So yeah, there you go. There's the Ronnie home, and God bless you for being able to get as much as you did. Seriously. It's just I don't have enough words for how shocked I am for how expensive that went.
He's a Buckwall client, Monique, where miracles
How
happen.
is that
Whether it's real estate,
even
it's everything goes
relevant,
back to Buckwall.
John?
I don't care if it's real estate.
He does have a point there. They do seem to fall ass backwards into fucking great things.
Yeah. Whether it's a Jan Hein
John will be presenting a new Radio Gunk ASMR program where he crunches ice for an hour. You know what? That might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea.
You know what? We need Bon Jovial to produce it.
Yes. Oh my God.
This is ice crunching season too.
Do an ice crunching demo of some sort, like an ASMR ice crunching would be amazing. All right, shall we go on to Jason's house now? I have not looked at Jason's house, so this is new for me.
I need. This is fresh eyes for me too.
Fresh eyes. So I just put the pictures up. There were a lot of them, but I figured it was well worth it to. Okay, so they bought this house for $275,000 in Union Township, 2013.
Union Township.
I don't know where that is.
That's Artie's hometown, I think.
That's it's not the greatest place to be.
No,
I don't know anything about it.
We drove through Union really fast.
On your way to the shore?
On my way to the shore. We didn't stop in Union.
To go down to the shore. All right, so it's listed currently for $379,000, but as I saw on the site, it was in contract. So somebody actually bought this house for $379,000, and here you are, my friends. Here you are.
That is.
And listen, we're not going to disparage anybody's home because I don't know where people live, and I don't know what you have, and I don't care.
Basic maintenance, just basic fucking maintenance.
Well, yes, you take care of your home.
Make your lawn look like something.
Well, it might be winter pictures. I don't know. Let's give it a.
But even so, it looks.
So he's got like some crushed shell and bushes. I don't know. I don't know what goes on here.
It's just.
But let's look. Let's take a look-see.
Oh.
Okay, here we are again with the polyester microfiber couch, which is very much. I don't even think that's Raymore and Flanagan's. What's that other one that's lower? Bob's?
Oh,
Bob's.
Yeah.
I think it's Bob's. That's like Bob's.
Can you imagine
furniture.
Jason sitting shirtless on that?
Jason takes up the entirety of this couch. You know that Jason lays right the fuck there. puts his little blanket on because he's a little chilly and it covers his hairy belly. And, you know, that's where he sits
Oh.
eating bonbons and meat
Oh,
pretty much all day
bonbons.
long.
I just threw up on my mouth a little bit.
Okay, and there you go.
There it is,
there's
leather
the,
chair.
yes. And here's some interesting wall divider type
It's a
thing.
divider to kind of breaks it up a little bit. Okay. All right.
Okay.
We'll run with that. We'll run
All
with
right.
that.
Oh, and
A
his wife
piano.
plays music, right? Isn't she a musician?
Yeah, she
Yes.
plays the violin, and that's where she probably.
And I bet you
finds
she's
other
super
guys to-
talented, and she plays the fucking piano as well.
Oh yeah, they usually do. Yeah.
Most people who are talented can play other instruments, so yeah, I'm
Yes,
sure that's
yes.
hers.
No.
All right, so this room is kind of curious because I don't know where this is in relationship to the other room. But yet, yes, we have another mint green polyester microfiber couch, suitable
does
for
Jason
3
sit in
people.
that
It looks
basket chair?
incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh,
no, this is one of those metal side tables that you can probably get at Family Dollar, I would say, and then some lovely candlestick holders from Walmart. And then there's that air conditioner, which also looks like it might be dead inside. And listen, there's a running theme here. Do all houses look like this? Is this that fan fixture that is
That's
exactly
that fan
like
from
Ronnie's?
1980.
Or
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
all
yeah.
Stern Show employees dead inside, which is just as good as
broke.
which I believe.
Look at
Oh
that
my
air
God,
conditioner.
that
That
air
air
conditioner-
conditioner is
all
from
right.
1949.
Oh no,
59.
that air conditioner looks just like the one I had in my house growing up
Really?
in 1977. So
Frederick air conditioner.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't
Change.
fix it. That's all I got to say on this. So this is their stylized room, which okay, I'll give her credit for trying. She's a musician. She should be a little bit artistic,
yes,
but I don't know. I don't.
Monique, you hit a nerve with Cindy Lou Who. She writes, "Oh, sorry, we're not all as rich as you are, Monique."
Oh, I'm not rich. I'm not
That
rich.
it was the air conditioner line.
I'm not rich. I'm not rich.
I'm not rich by any standards, but I
You're cash poor. We're cash poor.
no, I like what I like. That's all there is to it.
my
right.
ceiling fans aren't from 1980.
And you know what? Guess
I
what?
changed them.
I worked really, really hard for many, many years and made a lot of money. So yeah, I'm not going to make excuses for that.
But wait, it does have crown molding.
It
You
does
know-
have some bizarrely contrasty crown molding there. Yes.
I
Oh,
see that.
Monique,
It has
you
crown
and
molding.
your FIT cohorts laughing at Cindy Lou Who's motif.
I
How
would
dare
never
you.
laugh.
Now,
at
are
something.
those bamboo blinds?
Cackling.
Those
those
are
are bamboo
bamboo
blinds.
blinds. Yes,
Those
they
are bamboo blinds. Those were really great in the early 80s. I remember those. We had them.
I'm
in my house.
wondering where this curtain goes to. Hopefully we have
curtain?
more. All right, let's go see this curtain right here on the far.
Oh, that one, yes.
Okay. let's go see.
Dorian Morgan writes, I paid $250,000
Oh, there it is. It's
for a
sliding glass
smaller
door.
place in San Francisco in 1999. San Francisco is considered the most expensive city
Yes.
in the
Absolutely.
country still.
Yes.
What they get away with. why-
Yes, Sinlu, I do love you. I would never pick on you. I don't, I would never pick on you. Listen, I'm allowed to be cunty every once in a while. Give me a fucking break.
Oh, we know that.
Do we not? Shut up. Do we not see that all these houses have a very familiar pattern to them?
Yep.
And the thought that, these guys work for the wealthiest man on radio. So
Yeah.
one would think that their standard of living, especially when you look at Jason compared to Gary, where they
Exactly.
basically have the same job and Jason probably works harder, so it's kind of shocking to me, honestly.
He does. He
to
probably
see
works
that
most hours.
Jason
he
lives
probably
in a
does work the hardest.
$350,000 house
Yeah.
and Bowie lives in a $3.5 million
And-
house.
And Jason is Bowie's equal now. That they said
Yes.
he's his equal, and they're so disparaging between
On
the two
Jovial,
of them.
no fucking way. You just shut your mouth. All right, go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Shut up, Bon.
I mean, this is
G-Cat-
like, this is really sad. This is a producer who's been on the show for how long now? 20, 25 years Jason's been on the show, right?
Yes.
Since
Yes.
late 90s, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, and he's been on the biggest radio show as a producer the entire time. He was a producer on that show. And this is what he lives in.
Okay, well, let's think of it in a
But
different
Dennis,
way.
you know, with the Stern Show, that term.
I understand that, but
carries
Jesus
a lot.
No. Let's think of it differently. Let's think that maybe he lived this way because he didn't give a shit and saved a shit ton of money. And now that he's going into like another phase of his life, he'll be able to. Maybe the whole house is paid off. I don't even know. Maybe Rupert Pumpkin.
And let's not forget,
Jason.
he's from Jersey. So he could have relatives like in the area that he's trying to live by. I think he has a brother he's close with. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's aspiring.
Maybe he saved a shit ton of money. Maybe he didn't have to be as showy as fucking Bowie. Maybe.
This is Jason we're talking about. He's living in Union. Is it Union, Jersey? Yeah.
I don't know where that is. All
Yeah,
I know is
you don't
that
know Union? Artie's from Union.
This is a sad kitchen, you guys. This is a sad sink. This is a sad stove for a man who prides himself on fucking meat.
Yes, meat.
Yeah.
Doesn't he brag about having like an outdoor barbecue set?
Well, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
all-
We're
okay.
gonna get there.
So
So
there's a
I'm gonna
reinforced
assume
bed.
this is okay. Hold on. The reinforced.
Lexapro.
I'm gonna assume
That's
this is
good
the
too,
master bedroom.
That's the master said that's a Lexapro room.
Oh my
Right,
god.
she spends a lot of money on pot too. You know.
Yes, he
That's
does.
got to be a king size bed. There's no way they fit in anything less than that. So I'm gonna.
Well,
assume
she's
that's
not that
king size.
big. She's actually cute and not that
Yeah,
big.
but he's tremendous. So
I know. So
you can't sleep next to that hairy manatee and not touch. But that's the last person I'd want to touch my skin whilst I'm sleeping.
you know that, and I guarantee. Yeah.
What about Ron Jeremy, Monique?
She's playing around.
Ugh.
Who do you Ron Jeremy versus Jason? Who do you take?
Oh God.
Guns, you gotta decide, Murph. Gotta decide. Ron Jeremy versus Jason.
Wow.
Wow. That's horrible.
It's a really bad combination.
I'm gonna go with Ron Jeremy because I know what his penis looks like.
And he actually knows what he's doing.
If I'm going for a bang, I'll go with the pro. I'm not going to go with
Jason,
somebody who can't even
there's
see
no
what
way
his
Jason
fucking
knows what
dick
he's
looks
doing.
like. No, nor does he know what it looks like. So there's no.
Ooh, what? All right, so this is the other part of the kitchen. Oh, hold on.
Oh,
We're
sorry.
jumping. So this is the other part of the kitchen. This, I was gonna say it's not so bad, but
it's not so bad. Listen, it's not so bad. It's not so
On
bad.
that show, it's above average. It's for his underlings. We never got a hold of Will Murray's house, did we? I'm curious about that.
If he's currently living there, then no. I only did things that were like either for sale or were public knowledge.
Okay.
That's all. All right, here we go. Let's take a look. See.
all right. So this is okay. She decorated this area. You could definitely tell that. Definitely.
What do you think he's selling the house to do? What? What do you think he's going?
We don't know. We don't know. We have no
if you
conversation
had to
about
guess?
it.
Move to a nicer place.
Carolina
Again, he may have saved money, and they may just take. Listen, this house wasn't that expensive in New Jersey,
No.
Jason standards, so he may have even paid off this mortgage. Who even knows? And I'm sure he had serious stock too. So maybe he paid off his mortgage with his stock, and so this will be all profit for him. And maybe he has saved money and will move to a nice vacation home. That's all. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here. Okay, so again, here's our music girl. This is her space. You can tell. This is her space.
It's all really nice violin.
So it's
cello,
nicely pulled together. I'm not going to even
violin,
bitch about
cello.
the green gold jacquard curtains with that incredibly busy rug. So I'll give that a pass. But obviously, she's a cellist, she's a violinist, she is a pianist. So she gets all the credit in the world for having she has 2 violins. Interesting. So yeah. Well, this is her passion.
One's a show one. That one over there is her actual. That's her one she actually uses in concert. The other one's just to decorate. No, the one in the little space there, they treat them very nicely.
So it's a practice one, maybe,
or just a show one. The cello.
Well, it's just hanging.
She uses. Yeah,
the cello. She's the cellist, right? So, okay.
Well, listen, I saw a picture. She played the violin. She was playing a violin. So,
oh, really?
I imagine she's a violinist.
Maybe that's a viola. Maybe she plays.
No,
both.
it's too short. I know that's too short for a viola.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay. So here's Jason's room.
Okay. Okay, it's better than Jan Hein's. All right, we have to. We'll start here. It's better than Jan Hein's. There is a convection oven. Okay,
Why?
Because
Why?
he likes meats that are grilled. The chairs are a little tiny.
Little slim with the polyester microfiber. I keep running with that because
for his girth, it's a little small.
and you know he doesn't use this. I mean, let's
The
be
lighting
honest.
is a little. The lighting's a little. I'm surprised there's no clothes on it. The
And this
lighting's
is
a
like
little harsh.
oh, and there's like a cutout here. Maybe there was like
there's a
some
hole in the
problem with
ceiling.
the drop ceiling. And this is
Yeah.
definitely
Closed.
basement
I was gonna
level
say
because
Chinese food containers.
this is basement level, right? This is like below ground-ish because that's the window. So it's just like a casement window in a very
Yes.
dark room. Here's probably where he podcasts from.
Wow. It does. Yeah, there's the microphone.
There's
it
the
is.
microphone.
There it is. It's
It's where the magic happens, everybody.
wow.
It's not a bad room.
It's not horrible. I mean, you
No,
know,
it's
It's not a
better
bad
than
room.
Ronnie's
Perfectly
place.
nice rug.
Yep.
Yeah, it's you know, she obviously his wife set that up too. I mean, you could tell where she had her influences. That's not bad.
Toaster oven for his Pop-Tart breaks.
Pop-Tart breaks.
Office lighting, trash house, worst of all.
Told you the lighting's a little harsh.
Yeah, I'd like to see your house, Tiger Lily. God damn it. Okay.
Took the wheels off.
So yeah, I mean, you know, some rooms are better done than others, I guess. You know, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
You could see where his wife actually had influences, and you see where he
I don't know.
yeah.
This is like an old sewing machine table, right? So
But I mean, they did nothing with it except put a fucking convection oven on there.
and a coffee pot or something, I
It's
guess.
a tea kettle, I think.
All right, here we go.
Wait,
Linda
what's
Aries
what's
writes,
that?
What?
Linda
What's
Aries
this?
writes it. I find it interesting that in multiple pictures of these different people's homes that they buy rectangular area rugs and point them out from the seating. Yes, Linda. That's
Yes,
what
Linda.
Marcy makes them do. It's part of the GT getting things done. Cults.
You know, Jason is
Marcy
a toaster strudel man. Whose apartment is this? Just got here. Okay, Chaz Seamus 28. This is Jason Kaplan's house that is for sale currently. And yes, Super Trooper, I do have it on slow mode. Actually, I have it on 30-second delay because a lot of times everything goes by so fast, and we can't read it. Can't read it, so I just put it on a 30-second delay so we could read everything. Because usually
you gotta
I can't
love
do that.
the grimace purple. It's so fitting.
Yeah,
So
that's
perfect.
that is
Well,
fitting.
it's blue. This is actually
Oh,
like
it's
Periwinkle. Isn't it like
Yeah.
periwinkle?
But that's grimace, right? Pretty much.
Oh, he's purple.
Color of
you know, the thing is though, maybe it is too dark of a color for that little itty bitty room.
That's exactly what Tiger Lily just said. It's too tiny for that. Makes it look even more claustrophobic. Yeah, you can't do dark colors on small rooms. It's just not workable. And if you're going to do dark color, you need to contrast it out a little bit. You know, like one of these walls should actually be another color. I mean, I get that they have the built-ins here, but I still would not have made this whole room that color. I don't understand what the curtain's there for and what this is, what this means.
Sure, it's a curtain? No, that's not a curtain. That's
What is it?
plumbing. That's plumbing. It's water.
Okay.
This house is that old. That's actually piping that's run in.
Okay.
Oh my god!
could
Holy
be.
shit! No, it is. We had
Oh,
that at
yeah,
the
it
Italian
is.
club. I'm just saying.
Well, at least they have some books as opposed to Ronnie's house that has no
There's no books.
All right,
I didn't even see a Hot Rod magazine. I didn't even see a Hot Rod magazine at Ronnie's house.
No.
Oh,
Not
there's
even
the
Lisa G's book.
All right. So here's
This
the
is-
deck.
Deck, yeah, there
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. And then here's where the magic happens. This is
his
all.
Oh, is that what he
Smoker.
has, Kier?
Ah,
See?
That's what that is. Kylo Sierra Alpha says they're manga books, like anime. Japanese
Oh, is that what that was?
cartoons.
I was going to
Yeah,
ask if somebody knew
it
what
looked
that
familiar.
was. Let's go
Yep.
see.
oh,
Is that what
Dragon
that
Ball Z. Yep.
Okay then.
That's definitely hers. Okay.
So little pergola
he spent all
outside, I
his time-
guess.
spent all his time out here. He spent all his effort doing
Yeah,
this.
but
Every
what's
Friday night.
the point of a fucking pergola if it doesn't
I don't
shade
know.
you?
I hate that shit. I really do. It's
I
like
don't
I'm
even
kind of in the
understand what those
shade, but
mean.
I'm not in the shade. What? Why?
Yeah, it's pointless.
It's useless. All right. Well, yeah, that's
Better than Heinz. Better than Heinz backyard.
Oh, it's
Give him that.
considerably
You can
better
ha-
than Heinz.
You can have a party here. There's a smoker.
There's the smoker and a barbecue, and
He's
But
a
the-
few
the-
barbecues.
the lawn though. I don't give a shit if it's winter or not. That lawn does not look well taken care of.
Does Jason own an automobile? Do we know? Doesn't seem like
has to.
drives.
he
or,
must. He
doesn't-
lives in Jersey. I
You
mean,
never
has
hear anything
to.
about.
he has to. You can't live in a suburb
Yeah,
without a car. You
I
just can't.
I guess so. You just don't
You
hear
have to.
stuff about
No,
him
he
in
has
cars.
to.
Yeah.
No, but he has to. He has
Go
to.
up to. There's no garage in this house, right?
Let me check.
No, there is.
He was in.
Well,
he
there's
was
a
in.
side. Yeah, there's a driveway. He has to have a car because there's
Let me
no
see if
way.
I can. Let me see if I can do it on the screen. 1094 Schneider Avenue. Hold on.
Schneider.
1094 Schneider.
Union Township, baby. Ugh.
Monique,
Alright,
is Hoboken as overpriced as Manhattan is now?
It's still New Jersey, but yeah, I would say so.
It's still
It's
New
getting
Jersey.
there, right? That's where Jason lived for the longest time.
In Hoboken?
As far as he was in Hoboken before that. Yes.
I'm curious why they would buy a house in the middle of just
There.
somewhere.
There.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
What the
It's
community?
Union Township.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I think there's got to be some family member that's like in the area,
Nearby, like her mother.
yeah, nearby, and it's.
I mean,
a
it's not
good,
that far
convenient-
from the city.
No,
but
it's not bad.
Yeah, I guess. All right, here's a view. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can screen share this. Give me a
Is that
second.
true, Tiger Lily? His wife drives him to the bus station.
No,
I believe that.
Are you
Did
kidding?
he say that somewhere? Jason
Oh
tells the
wait,
truth.
there it is. He
Yeah, there you go.
has.
A garage?
There's a garage and a little Toyota. Wait, is that a Toyota Corolla? A Honda, a little Honda Civic. He
All
has
right.
a
70 miles to a gallon.
or Accord. Wait, is
All
that?
right.
Yep.
Whatever.
It's a new Accord.
Little George Takei burner.
No, it's a real car. One car garage. He has solar panels all over that fucking house.
Who does?
Yeah, that's something you do.
Jason, there's
That's
solar
something he
panels
would
all
do.
over the house.
Yeah, I would do that.
Oh,
shit.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, there must
There's
have been
no
like
shade.
might have been like
There's
a
no
BOGO
trees.
thing in that neighborhood. But there's
Oh,
no
they're all
trees.
doing it now. They're all doing it.
Yeah, listen. Okay.
Totally. That guy next
All
to
right.
him does.
So there you go. There's the Jason house.
The Jason house.
No,
Gary
no,
Puppet-
Gary.
Gar-
I'm not doing anybody's house
so
where
funny.
somebody lives.
That's so he somehow
Um,
knows.
I have it, and I do have
I
a
don't wanna-
mention. I do have a mention. So okay, so I didn't want to do anybody's house where they live, but because we did get information on the Turkelstein's house,
Turkelsteins.
she bought her house in 2018 for $700,000. And again, look at the
Wow.
difference with Ronnie's taxes and Turkel's, and her taxes are $23,620. So here's her home, perfectly lovely.
Wow.
That's what a fidget spinner lives in, huh?
Yes. Here's the interior, obviously prior to her move-in. Here's the back. It's
Wow.
perfectly lovely.
It is actually perfectly lovely.
It looks like a cult room that you could literally have a seminar in. A GTD seminar. It does. Like you could have like 70 people for a David Allen seminar.
Kitchen
brainwashing.
1000% needs to be redone. Sure, they'll do like more of an open concept with better with better things. Everybody seems to have this chandelier too. It's so weird.
You're so right, Monique. That's not exactly getting things done, right? The way that kitchen looks.
Well, no. This is pre-move-in, so this is this
It's
was
not
what was on the
before
real.
they did
Yeah.
anything to it.
So I gotta believe, again with those fucking tubs.
Those
See,
fidget
here's the
tubs.
problem, guys, with these Whirlpool tubs. Also, you can tell how dated it is because look at the
I can't see anything.
the
Oh, there we go.
plastic. The plastic
Turns yellow.
basically yellows
Yellows.
before anything else does. So you can always tell when you go look at a house how long something has been there based on the yellowing of the accoutrements that are on it.
Can
And
you
it
at
doesn't-
least
and it-
reveal to the people, Monique, is this Jersey? Is it Long Island? Is
I'm
it
not doing.
Westchester? Is
No,
it
why
New
do you do
England?
that? It's just
The one thing,
That's not a giveaway.
the
It's
one
just saying
thing-
what's-
the one thing is, I can guarantee those faucets aren't mowing. So,
No, but this is
Unshakable.
pre-move-in, so we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. I think it's a perfectly lovely home. And yeah, I like the color of it. I like the shingle siding on it. I like the contrast white. I think it's very, very lovely. I love that this is like an all open area that looks out to the other side. So yeah, I'm going to give her 2 thumbs up on a nice purchase of a house. This
I'm saying
room
New
right here
England.
with this window is obviously this right here. You know,
Amazing
these
what
are
you can
nice
do
sliders.
when you
Yeah.
con a 79 IQ. I mean, it
Exactly.
is truly
Ramsey,
amazing.
Turkin.
But let's
It's
laugh
Ru-
and
two-
chuckle.
To master, it's Rumson, New Jersey, not Ramsey. She's from Rumson. That's her original town.
Rumson.
Rumson,
Yes,
New
that
Jersey.
absolutely can be right on a $700,000 house. How crazy
Oh,
is that?
absolutely.
That's not
Absolutely up there.
that's not even abnormal. So yeah.
It's
Yeah,
legit-
I think
it's-
I think the
it's
house
very-
does have potential. I think it's really like a sweet looking house. And if she has any kind of taste whatsoever, she'll make it into a nice place. Of course I'm gonna do that, Chaz. You know, I'm not a dick. Yes, all
Oh, you can have
backpackers live in
Monique. You
Phil.
can have
That's
improv
interesting.
classes in there.
Exactly.
That third room. We could do improv exercises in there.
Yeah. All right. So I just wanted to add some things onto this conversation because that's the last house I have to do a visual on. I did look up Marion from Brooklyn's house. Okay. It's a 3-bedroom,
Oh
3-bath,
my God.
2,500 square feet with a zestimate of almost $1.5 fucking million in Brooklyn.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know
That's Bay
why
Ridge.
everything is as expensive as it fucking is in these boroughs. I'm flummoxed. I'm flummoxed.
Oh my God.
Have you ever been
I-
to Bay Ridge, Monique?
No, not really.
It's at the furthest point. There's
It's
like
way too
brick
far south for
mafia
me.
houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like these brick stone mafia houses.
Those are
at the
just
very
those are
end.
just hardworking garbage men.
That's for sure.
Who do a lot of overtime
Do a lot of overtime.
because you know it snows a lot and we got to salt a lot. In New York. That's exactly right. Yeah, so I'm shocked. I don't know what her husband does. Maybe somebody else knows.
Oh, is this
and can let us
not
know.
the CIA
He's
hole,
obviously
Monique,
deaf.
in the chat? The CIA hole writes, work 13 jobs in 10 years and you too can own this lovely home.
Yeah. Yeah, think about it. I mean,
We
it's kind of
love
crazy.
her LinkedIn.
Reviewed the Ostrowski home that he still is at, which was a 6-bedroom, 4.5 bath, 4,526 square foot home, which has a zestimate. Look at the difference here. Look at
Yep.
the difference.
Well,
it's all about location.
One is in a location people want to be, and one is in Pittsburgh.
And one's Pittsburgh.
So
So there's that.
there's that.
I did
Now,
gotta be
good
under-
thing the house. Wait, good thing the house is that big. So when he was in house arrest, he did have a lot of place to walk around.
He had room to roam. That's exactly
room
right.
to run, room to roam.
Yeah. Okay. So
Blue Marlin's
I did.
right, Monique. Brooklyn's gone
What?
crazy. But
Oh,
Blue Marlin's right. Brooklyn's gone crazy. He did triple the real estate. If you're gonna be under house arrest, you might as well have 6 bedrooms.
It's shocking. It's shocking to me. So
Makes
I
no
did
sense.
want to do a quick review of Artie as well.
Oh.
I didn't want to show his house because we've already seen that. I did want to mention though that he did purchase it for $2.45 million and sell it for 1.35.
I don't think
A
that's how I don't think
huge-
that's how it works.
Huge fucking loss. And so as I was looking him up, I came onto this curious little tidbit. His mother's name is Judith, right? 79 years old. Arthur resides with Judith in Roseland, New Jersey, in a single family home. So I was curious about that's what would come up, that he lives with her.
I thought she lived in Florida.
Listen, I'm just reporting the news. That's all I got.
Okay.
I have nothing else. So yeah, so Artie took a huge fucking hit on buying that house and selling it 8 years later. I mean, it's just insane. But he bought 2008, peak of fucking real estate. You know, it just such a bad investment at the time to me.
Oh, so are we done with the? Because there was something actually interesting happened on the show.
Tell me.
Douglas.
I know, so it's kind of crazy. They were talking about they were making fun of Ronnie, and they were talking about how Ronnie was all in with scores, and then Rick's Cabaret, blah blah blah, and that made him a whole thing. and Howard let it slip that we were promoting the Scores and then Rick's Cabaret because we were wash my back, I'd wash his. Kind of thing. We were helping promote. Yeah. So it was, once again, nothing on that show ever gets done for free. When he talks about a subject, any subject at length, he is being paid. 100%.
Think about all the times he spent on Scores during those years. You really think that was just so he can get a hand job under the table at once a month? You really think that's all it was going on?
Every subject that he talks about for any amount of time, and especially if he talks about it every day, he is being paid 100%. There is never a shekel that does not pass him.
There was a time when Scores was as much as an infomercial as his move to Sirius was.
Absolutely.
And there's just no way that's just on the arm. No pun intended.
Yeah, I just want to go back to Artie for a really quick second. Like Jim S is saying, it all started with Kumia saying he heard Artie was in Florida. He knows nothing. I do believe Mr. Whiskers told you he was living with his mother in New Jersey. Like, I do believe that the fucking junkie cat knew exactly what he was talking about. And we were the first ones to kind of say that because I heard it basically secondhand that he was living with his mom. And then everybody since then who knows nothing about fucking Artie has said the exact same thing, except now it has migrated down to Florida. And that's it. And so, Artie's in St. Louis, right?
He's halfway there.
I'm sure people like Kumia check in with Artie, but are sworn to secrecy. That's probably true too. So there's probably a little bit of, prestidigitation going on there to make believe that he is somewhere else. But I'm not necessarily sure he even still owns his place in Hoboken. And
there's no way he owns that place anymore. There's no way. Seriously.
Yeah. And like Gary's just saying, no way that a judge let Artie move to Florida. Who knows? I mean, we don't know. We just don't know. All right. So I have some clips, but before I get to that, there was a video that, this is with Andy Cohen basically asking about why he doesn't do the news anymore and what the fuck is going on there. But before I get to that, for those of you who wanted a review on Howard's house, so John had sent me some video of this guy actually just recently talking about Howard's homes.
There's two of them. Yeah.
And the other one is actually shittier than this one. They're both shitty because they don't know anything. But I thought I'd just share this really quickly because I thought it was so outrageous that somebody gets away with doing this type of fucking show on YouTube. And I just really want to rip into it a little bit. So let us open this up and we can talk it through. All right, hang on. Let me put it on the side here. All right. So basically what this guy is doing is oh my God, look at all the amazing property that Howard owns and how wealthy it is. No, Gary, I never saw this before. So, but it's all bullshit and I'll tell you why. So let's go through.
Howard Stern's filthy mouth has made him filthy rich. The shock jock king has a net worth of $650 million, and his real estate empire alone is worth
Totally not what his house looks like. Nothing here other than those outdoor things.
Stern makes about $120 million per year, believe it or not.
No, I don't believe that at all.
I don't believe it at all.
That's a complete lie.
So he can easily afford whatever property he has his eyes on. His homes are packed with luxurious amenities and exude a certain level of class, which is quite surprising as Stern is known for being uncouth rather than classy. Or sure, it's just a radio act. The SiriusXM star owns a penthouse in Manhattan, a palatial...
By the way, he's not even on the right side of that penthouse in Manhattan. You all know it's on the other side of that house.
Hey, it's a mansion in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
And a stunning estate in Palm Beach, Florida. Here's a look at Howard Stern's incredible real estate portfolio.
That's
not his house.
Howard Stern is a New Yorker through and through, so it's no surprise that he spends a lot of time in his stunning Manhattan penthouse. It's his primary residence and one of the most lavish apartments in all of New York City.
No, it's not.
Stern's swanky penthouse is worth at least $21 million, and the amenities...
By the way, that's cheap in today's standards for really,
know.
really beautiful homes in Manhattan.
Yeah.
And I'm shocked that this is from 2021.
This is
new.
this is done. Has to be done by Buchwald. This is honest to God. This is literally one of those pieces to build them up. Honest to God. That's all this is. This is a bullshit piece.
And
Absolutely.
Don't use anything too specific. There's not a lot of intimate.
And make him seem like he's rich, and make it seem like he actually is really, really rich.
He is really rich, you guys. I don't know why.
I know he's really rich, but he doesn't have any.
But this is like Robin Leach kind of like
He's
stupidity.
been making $30 million since the early 2000s. He's been in that.
He owns 5 units in an ultra-luxurious West End apartment complex, and he combined them together to form a 2-level penthouse that spans 8,000 square feet. Floor-to-ceiling windows in the penthouse offer stunning views of Central Park, which is one of the reasons why the penthouse is so valuable.
That's way too high.
New Yorkers are willing to pay big bucks for views of Central Park's lush greenery.
It's so funny because he's doing that as his view, but in reality, Howard lives like right. First of all, this is before all the giant towers came up, but Howard lives like right over here. So his view goes this way and that way and that way.
He can actually see the park from where he is. This is stupid.
This is not views of Central Park's lush greenery. Stern's penthouse also offers amazing views of the Hudson River. Not too shabby. The shock jock has been living in the penthouse since 1998, when he purchased 3 units for $6 million total. Stern wanted a bit more space in 2008, so he decided to expand. The building made such an impression on him that in 2008 he purchased 2 more units on the next floor down for $15 million. We wouldn't be surprised if Stern buys more units in the building. After all,
we would be.
Beth
Why would
Ostrowski
you
and
be
her cat
fucking surprised? Look at this horrible picture.
Look at that picture.
Look at this Photoshop of them in a bedroom somewhere in New York.
Oh my god!
Oh my
This is horrible, you guys.
Look at that picture. Holy shit! Oh my god!
Look at that.
That wig looks. That wig looks like.
I don't even know what that is on his head.
I think it just died.
Wow.
Mushu Peaches, and he can even work from home when he can't make it to the studio. His penthouse has a cozy recording studio that he describes as a dungeon. If you want to live in the same building as Stern,
no, his cozy recording studio is in the fucking dungeon of his house in the Hamptons, you idiot.
Or the house in Florida, the dungeon part of the house in Florida.
No, well, there's no basements in Florida.
Oh no, there isn't, but there's a dungeon part of it. But that was that $10 million. That was for a studio, not for a closet.
Oh, you don't think so? Do you think it was for a studio? 10 million for a studio?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because he wasn't paying for it. He made Sirius pay for it.
Oh, how do we know this?
Because it's a lot of money, and he would make them do that, wouldn't he? Because he's an asshole.
I know, but
I think the language is in the contract that they have to pay for shit. Like he could.
Yeah, they have to redo that fucking shithole in the McGraw Hill building. They just redo it for no apparent reason.
All right,
that's the only thing that made sense. It was a recording studio down there.
All right, let's move on.
You better start saving. Rent starts at $13,700.
No, because you all know I went to look at an apartment in there.
It was what, $6,000?
We've already done that review, and it was like $6,000. So that's a lie.
$50 a month. Yeah, we said rent starts at that much.
No,
Residents
it doesn't.
of the complex are weighted on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
The
building's residential amenities include a 24-hour doorman, a 24-hour concierge, a rooftop terrace, an IMAX theater.
There is no rooftop terrace. The IMAX theater is the movie theater that's in the fucking front of the building.
Now,
and the gym is not their gym. They have no amenities in that apartment building. None.
But they do have doormen that will mock your girlfriend for you not marrying her. That is something that is an amenity in this building.
Right.
Yeah.
And a 23-meter-long swim.
Look at this. Cochrane Global Living LA. So none of this is even like remotely close.
Pool. All residents receive a special membership rate to the massive gym, which has
all members receive a special rate to the massive gym. It's like, what is it? Like a Crunch? Oh, it's Reebok.
It was a Reebok, and then it renamed to something else. It was.
Look at what they put here. Look at the room they put up.
Wow, that's looks like Ronnie's house.
high-end cardio equipment,
that was like
a
some
wide
sort of
variety
like
High-end
room.
cardio equipment.
of weights, 2 basketball courts, a boxing ring, a soccer pitch, and a volleyball court. There's even a rock climbing wall and outdoor running track. Because Stern owns so much of the building, he has 3 exclusive underground parking spaces, although he rarely uses the spots because he doesn't enjoy driving. He once owned a Corvette, but he said he looked like Big Bird behind the wheel, so he got rid of it. Stern's penthouse has an open concept interior, and the bathrooms and kitchens are decked out in high-end marble. The luxurious apartment complex is extremely exclusive, and Stern has had a number of famous neighbors in recent years. Alan Alda reportedly has a penthouse in the same complex, and the late great Regis Philbin used to live in the building too. When Stern needs a break from the hustle and bustle of New York City, he does what every ultra-wealthy person does. He heads to Long Island and relaxes in the Hamptons. Stern's palatial mansion in the Hamptons is the stuff of legend. The sprawling estate is worth about $100 million.
Oh, that's the CBS.
Is it? Didn't he buy it for like? Yeah. Well, how much was that place?
40 million. It was 40. It was 40 million. The land was 20. The house was 20. It was 40 million to do it. But it has nowhere to go. I mean, it's not gonna. I mean, seriously, the market for buying shit like that is real thin. And when you have people like Alec Baldwin fucking making fun of it, you know there's no one that wants it. Fucking Versailles.
Jeff Schick's hotline costs at least $500,000 for the Sultan of Anal
ring toss.
Tiger Lily's so right. He really looks like a Marfan creature when he's with other humans. In this, he's so just the rigor mortis, you know, Frank and the skulking and. He really does. He looks so.
Jesus
Christ. It looks like a dehydrated.
That's the greatest.
All right, here we go.
And Stern had the mansion custom built to his specifications. That's essentially his dream home. The 16,000 square foot abode is nestled snugly on the waterfront and offers amazing views of the Atlantic. Just imagine having a picnic while the cool summer breeze of the ocean washes over you. It's a feeling only the uber rich can experience, or friends of the uber rich.
Or anybody can park and walk down the
mansion
beach.
Sits on way back in 2005 for $20 million and spent millions more having his stunning mansion built from scratch.
That's like a construction site in downtown Manhattan. I don't even understand what the fuck is going on here.
The mansion features a wine cellar filled with rare vintages, and there's a wine tasting area in the next room over in case Stern and his guests want to enjoy a drink. The 3-level mansion has a huge 1,500 square foot master bedroom with a balcony that offers
His bedroom is the size of Ronnie's house. Let's just review that. Ronnie's entire house can fit in Howard's fucking bedroom. Wow.
You kid? It probably can.
Wow. I really okay, here we go.
Stunning views of the ocean. There's a spacious bathroom attached to the master bedroom that features his and her sinks. That's not all. There are elegant stone fireplaces throughout the mansion, and accent pieces like antique chandeliers give the mansion a timeless feel. In fact, just about every room in the mansion has a stone.
That's
the Knights of the Round Table.
That's where the King Arthur's court, exactly. This is a horrible room, by the way. I hate this.
Oh my god! It actually looks like medieval. It actually looks like medieval times.
Medieval times. Yeah. They're going to give you a fucking turkey leg and some busty fat ass comes over to give you shit wine from the fucking pitcher.
Wench, give me wine. Wench.
All right, let's move on.
Give me hot water and lemon.
Fireplace or antique chandelier. Many rooms have both. You'll find a fireplace in the
Look at those fireplaces. Look at those
library,
fucking
great
fireplaces.
Room, sitting.
Now those are they finally got
these are
a couple
this is
pictures.
his house, yeah. Wow, that is this is how it was originally decorated and how it still looks today.
100%.
Room and formal dining room. The kitchen and bathrooms feature high-end imported marble countertops, and the mansion's classy wood-paneled library is the perfect.
That's his house.
Yeah, and there's nothing classy about that. That screams, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
That screams 2 gay men came in and ran fucking roughshod over me for millions and millions and millions and millions
place for Stern to read a good book. He's an avid reader and enjoys relaxing with a self-help book or a World War II history book. Stern's private office has huge windows that...
All right, so here's his private office, which has a deck outside of it. This is the desk that he uses, really? Now, that looks nothing like the Pelican brief where he showed us his room where he has all those things hanging, right?
Yeah.
This is not that room.
It's nothing
This is
like
not
it.
that
No,
room.
that was
That's a different
subterranean.
room.
Yeah.
Bringing a lot of natural light, as well as a balcony that overlooks the ocean. The coolest room in Stern's Hampton mansion is undoubtedly the man cave.
Bowling
It features
alley.
a copper-plated bar, sitting area with plush leather chairs, a massive pool table, and of course, a fireplace.
No,
And a bowling
pool
alley.
pool tables are all basically the same size. They're not massive. It's not like you
they're
can have a
reg-
bigger pool table than
It's a
normal.
regulation size.
The
for
regulation
pool tables.
size, you dick.
The man's cave supporting columns are adorned with rare and expensive guitars, and the
No, they're
walls are
fake
decked out
copies.
with photos and music memorabilia. There are
Fake.
probably plenty of laughs to go around when Stern invites friends
Oh,
like
plenty.
Norm Macdonald and
Right,
Gilbert
everybody-
Gottfried over to
everybody
hang out in
chuckled.
the man cave.
Okay, Norm
Gilbert
Macdonald
Gottfried
and
Norm
Gilbert
Macdonald?
do not get invited to the man cave.
They don't get
Like
invited
ever.
on the property.
They don't get invited on the show, let alone the
I
fucking
mean, they're
man cave.
anywhere. They get invited nowhere.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck.
He won't look at him in the halls. Well, can we call that man cave a bathhouse instead of a man cave?
There's even a
That
full-length
really is.
bowling lane directly attached to the man cave. How cool is that? The
Oh, so
backyard
cool.
of Stern's Hamptons mansion has a huge pool, a spa, and a spacious pool house that is bigger than the average American home. You might be surprised to learn that someone as liberal as Stern has a mansion in ultra-conservative Florida.
Oh, he's not
he owns
liberal.
a stunning $65 million oceanfront mansion
Okay, he didn't pay $65 million, but I guess they're
No.
adding on the $10 million
For
renovation
the studio,
He's
yeah.
not a liberal.
and the storm windows.
in Palm Beach, and he purchased the property because he and his wife
Look at that fucking picture.
Wow. What in the fuck? It has its dime slots and its big fucking teeth that just got floated going. And then I don't know what it looks like a fucking Q-tip that's been used in a really dirty ear. I mean,
Ugh.
just what the fuck's going on?
have a lot of friends in the area. Stern paid $52 million for the mansion in 2013 and then spent $13 million on renovations shortly thereafter. The renovations were extensive. Stern
Not
added
his
a
house.
kitchenette to the home and even moved the location of the mansion's grand staircase. The $19,000 square foot mansion
Nice
has
house.
5 bedrooms.
It's $19,000.
Yep,
What do you say?
It's bigger, 19,000 square feet. It's bigger than Chimneyville. This-
12.5 bathrooms and sits on 3
Okay, that is like an apartment with
In
brick
New,
walls.
like New York, in like New
with
York
a-
or,
yeah.
or Boston.
That's like a townhouse fucking
0.25 sprawling acres. Stern's wife might just be the luckiest woman in the world because she has a closet that's bigger than
That's
the
not her
average apartment.
closet.
The couple's
No.
Palm Beach mansion has a 1,000 square
This I would buy as being something similar to what she has. I would absolutely buy that this is how her shit goes down.
Its closet looks like, yeah.
square
Like
foot
Consuelo
closet
running
that is
around.
likely filled with
Yeah.
expensive clothes made by luxury designers like Gucci and Louis Vuitton. When the
in
couple
extra large
purchased the
size.
mansion, the community was abuzz, and it was one of the most expensive residential real estate deals in the town's history. Stern doesn't have to worry about paparazzi at his Palm Beach mansion, as the estate is surrounded by huge hedges, tall palm trees, and a wide variety of topiaries.
Wow.
Perfectly manicured lawns and
Topiaries.
formal gardens make the
Topiaries.
expensive mansion even classier. The luxurious mansion has a swimming pool and 1,196 square foot pool house in the backyard. Although the pool is
Wait, how big is this pool house? Bigger than Ronnie's
One-
house.
Bigger
Bigger than
Ronnie's
Jason's house. Let's yeah, okay. That's not his pool. That's not his
substantially
pool.
smaller than the one at his Hamptons mansion.
That's like some dirty fucking
That's like-
old people community pool.
It looks like a fucking Motel 8. I mean, that's not the
Totally.
pool of the house.
This is like my mother's retirement community pool.
That's no problem for Stern, as the beautiful mansion has a private beach, and Stern can take a dip in the warm
No beaches are private. Just throwing it out there.
Florida waters wherever he
especially
wants.
Florida.
We wouldn't be surprised if Stern decides to retire soon and permanently move to Palm Beach. He is 67 after all. Stern has said that he hates the weather in New York, and we can't blame him. Nobody
wig.
likes hopping over the snow and slush that
Oh,
lines
no.
the city's
See it.
intersections.
He's never had to
Stern
do.
recently signed a 5-year contract with SiriusXM worth $100 million
Lie.
per year.
No.
When that
No.
contract is up, he will be over 70
Lie.
and worth over $1 billion.
No.
That sounds like a perfect time to call it quits.
No.
It's great. I
No.
live in New York. I'm a hermit, as you know.
$903,543 in property taxes for his Florida mansion in
Yep, that's
2016.
correct.
Insane.
Stern and his wife aren't the only celebrities with big tax bills in
Almost
Palm
kissed.
Beach. Property tax bills over $500,000 are common because the city has many
Wow.
luxurious mansions. Stern even pays more in property taxes on his mansion than Donald Trump pays on Mar-a-Lago, which is also located in Palm Beach. Just in case you were wondering, Trump's 2018 Mar-a-Lago property tax bill was $899,864. That's a hefty price and more than...
That's nobody's house.
I don't know what the fuck that is. That looks like
wow.
Like fucking Brooksville, Florida. I don't know what the fuck that is.
How much clip art could this man use while he's fucking doing this? This is
I don't know. It's not even good clip art. I mean,
it's not even good clip art. No, no.
3 times the average cost of a new home in the U.S.
Wow.
That's it, folks. Thanks for watching.
Horrible. That's a horrible presentation.
Wow.
I don't know, Super Trooper. Why can't Ben and Ray live with them with 24-hour care? I don't know.
Wait, what?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
No, people.
I mean, who wants that? She's got 3 properties moving.
What a 97-year-old who needs round-the-clock nursing care living in your home?
No, I'm going to tell you why. He has more than enough space. No, because he's a scumbag. End of story.
Yeah,
that's
why. Really all it is.
It's really what it is. He's a scumbag.
I don't know. If I could afford it, I would put my mother in the best place possible and call it a day. I would never do that. I would never put my elderly
His house is so even the Hamptons house is so goddamn big.
Yeah, we wouldn't even know. What would the
the kitten room is where Ben and Ray were supposed to go. That is an actual fact. He said that.
I thought the kitten room was in the pool house.
No, it's the little back house, little part of the back of the mansion. Its own little area. It has a kitchen and whatnot, and that would have been their place, but it ended up being so Beefus had a poipus. So
Gary Puppet writes, Howard doesn't want to watch his parents die before his very crazy eyes. No, that's something a regular human being would be. He's a sociopathic, not narcissist.
Yeah, exactly. He wouldn't care.
Schadenfreude is
I don't know. I would have to really strongly think about that before I move the parenting.
On the interview today, he did not say that Ben was his hero. He said Jane Fonda was his hero growing up.
Jane Fonda was his hero. Oh, I saw Biznick's picture of me as Jane Fonda, which made me laugh. I didn't realize what that was. How was that interview today?
I didn't listen because I literally would have been suicidal if I had listened to that. Seriously, I couldn't. I just couldn't. I can't.
No,
stick it. That's an absolute no. None of his kids live on his property. One lives in California, one lives in Boston, and one lives in Maryland.
Yep.
So yeah, no, they got away from him as far as humanly can be. But I'm sure he pays for all of them. So
he sends them checks.
I think it was G Canada said that.
Yes, Tiger
all
Lily.
70 of his employees could live in all his rooms.
Exactly. And he would never know they were there.
He would never see them.
He would never know they were there.
Yeah.
So I did miss today's show. I don't know what happened. I have no interest in the Friends reunion, gotta be honest with you. I did like that Laundry Room brought up that he doesn't listen to the show in the morning anymore, but he was kind of noticing that everybody's outfits were basically looking the same throughout a couple of days, throughout a time span of a couple of days.
Good observation.
Well, I'm not sure how good of an observation it is. Let me pull it up, and then you guys can make the call for yourself.
I mean, the way the content is going on the show, he could be doing just a one day and have enough content for the fucking 3 hours of show. I mean, seriously, there's nothing there, and you know, like this interview could have been done whenever.
Because Gary Puppet has a little cute observation. He says that Howard's calling Jennifer Aniston Jen the whole time. It's a weird little subtle, like he somehow
we're friends. We're friends. We're friends.
We're friends. Jen.
Actually, somebody pointed out something interesting that all 3 of those girls now are older than the Golden Girls were when they started the show.
That's crazy.
Oh wow!
I know. That's how old.
There's nothing. Yeah, no.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
I think Lisa Kudrow is almost 60.
Yeah. So they're not really, the hot little. Yeah. No.
The hot little chippies that they were.
They're not hot little chippies anymore.
Well, the fact that Jennifer Aniston was on his show for like a diet plan is kind of fascinating to me.
The early 90s.
So I'm just trying to see. Okay, so here's what he posted. I'm not going to play any of the videos. I don't want to get in trouble, but hang on a second. Let me show you what Laundry Room. posted.
Pelican season. It's the worst. Friends is the worst fucking show. It is the most
never watched it.
cookie-cutter, awful
hated it.
sitcom. There's nothing unique about it. There's nothing funny. It's cornball bullshit. A New York
it's
with no
bad.
black people and it's the worst. Should have
In
been
the same
canceled in
coffee
the first-
shop where they
Yeah,
always
it's
get the same
the
seats.
worst.
Yeah.
It's amazing how they try to
They would-
lionize that thing over the other shit. That's it.
Totally. Friends are like the fucking Jetsons. With like
It's
no black
laugh
people.
track,
They lived in these
bullshit,
tremendous
the worst.
apartments. It was just so fucking crazy. All right, so
The
here's what
worst.
Laundry Room posted. I guess he was bored today and decided that he was going to. So here was Ronnie on June 7th, and you'll take note of what he's wearing and what's going on with him. And you see the way this room is kind of weirdly different. So who the hell knows
Yes.
where he is now? I think that's lots of boxes packed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then on June 16th, here's Ronnie again. So, I mean, it might be that he just put on the same sweatshirt. I don't know. But he looks exactly the same in the exact same position with the exact same stuff behind him.
Holy shit.
So his question was, is this live or is it Memorex? And he also asked a question where Howard said, what's the temperature in Vegas today? What's going to be the high? And Ronnie was like, oh, today? What's today? Wednesday? It's only going to be 92. So he's like, yeah, Wednesday, only high 92. So I didn't hear it, but he said it sounded a little odd and he was coming off a little weird. So then we had Howard with bad airplane etiquette wearing this maroon t-shirt over something black, and there's his cup, and there for some unfathomable reason he has what's that shit that you put on for antibacterials, and
Purell.
and then here he is on June 22nd with the same t-shirt apparently. So
wow.
here he is
Holy
there.
Shit. That was all. Yeah, that's all done at the same time.
And here he is on the 22nd. Although I feel like he has a hoodie on now as opposed to here, but I'm not sure. I can't see from that picture. But then again, here's the cup in the same spot, the Purell in the same spot, and then his fucking toothpicks that apparently he uses all day long and throws all over the fucking place.
Disgusting.
So,
Again, does it matter? People who feel they're getting cheated by the fact of does it matter if this awful show is live or not? There's nothing about this show that lends the live element of radio is going to benefit from. He doesn't take spontaneous calls. Everything is fake. He's not gonna. What do you need it to be?Vid Crosby. That's what the kids love. All that.
Oh yeah, he's
proud. You're going to another David Crosby interview.
That under 40 crowd is, just clamoring to hear from David Crosby because, he's got the youth of today.
This bullshit you read now about what fans go, God, the show, since he's been in pandemic, since he's in quarantine, it's been horrible for 10 years. What are you talking about? There's no loss of quality. You're comparing his fucking pandemic shows versus 2 years ago? I don't know what's right. The pandemic show might even be better for all we know.
It isn't. It's worse. Because now you just
can't
have.
Get worse.
Oh yes, it can. Oh, don't ever say that. Don't ever say that because when you didn't have to listen to 3 hours of Chris Wilding this week, 3 fucking hours. That motherfucker shouldn't be on shortwave radio, never less fucking any type of other radio. I mean, he is as unfunny. They played a 6-minute fucking phony phone call. 6 fucking minutes.
He's been promoting it for like days on end.
4 days, yeah.
As the best.
Yeah.
And we all know that the whole Kathy thing is set up. Oh, can I read what Casey wrote to us? It was so sweet.
Please.
He's the
yes.
best.
Oh my God!
I think we should offer him to sit in on our Jason Kaplan show. I think you're going to get amazing. Nobody hates Jason more than Casey does. He has a complete valid reason to. He has anecdotes.
I'm all for that because
I think that would be great.
As long as we just refer to him as Case and Chaplin. It just has to always be Case and Chaplin.
Okay, so I'm going to read to you from KC. Let me just put on my readers because I'm gay and old. All right. Casey wrote to us the other day and said, yesterday, he said, "Hey guys, you have never been better. I fell asleep to a show the other night and I woke up right at the time you guys, from what I could tell, were all about to shit your pants due to hyperventilating. I woke up in the middle of a cackle fest that lasted probably 6 minutes because the Australia guy
was getting so mad. Oh, because it was Marianne from Melbourne. I'm sure that's what it was.
Melbourne.
And he was getting so mad, and it made you guys laugh even harder. And for the first time in a long time, I found myself laughing so hard. I felt like it was the first time I smoked potato in 7th grade. I have not laughed that hard in 20 years. Thank you guys. Please keep it up. Mo with her angles and directions, Arm with his big words and production, and Dennis, well, he's a complete wise ass that has no respect for anything that reeks of bullshit. And his laugh, almost people would eat a pistol rather than be the object of his chuckling attack. I think even a rapist looks and says, "Come on, man, you're being rude and inconsiderate. I'm a rapist and you're laughing at me is hurting my self-esteem. Don't you have a heart?" LOL, you guys are hilarious. I saw a rumor show and it might be more fun to speculate, but I'm always here. So I thought that was really, really sweet of him. Because, that's KC. We love him. So
his screeds, I mean, he writes us these crazy screeds, and they're always phenomenal. If you really, really dig into it and dissect it, it's phenomenal. I wish you could post them. It's like, I was telling him, it's like Charles Bukowski at a speakeasy in the West Village in the 1950s, scribbling it on a bar napkin after 6 highballs.
Oh, well, we had a podcast in where I don't know, somebody in the chat came out with Marianne from Melbourne, and we just died. I mean, it was just the funniest fucking thing. And I don't know why.
It may not be that though, Monique. It may not be.
Canada did it. He's taking
it
credit.
Could have been.
Oh, look at him! Did he say anything about me?
No, he didn't. Oh well.
He said the Australia guy was getting angry. Oh, that was funny. I thought that was funny. And I love Casey. Casey is just delicious. And yes, Tiger Lily, he smells good. So that's all I'm going to say on that. Yeah.
Speaking of Bon Jovial, let's all find Bon Jovi's son on Twitter and let's all send him audio of Howard sexualizing Millie Bobby Brown.
I tweeted that. I tweeted that yesterday.
Is he on Twitter?
He no, I tweeted it. Bon Jovi says, "Shut up, Dennis. It's going to annoy me that he said so much about you."
Look at what Cindy Lou wrote.
Not like, "Hey, black guy. Hey,
Australian guy. Hey, Aussie guy."
Oh, Bon Jovial, can I just tell you, you are a wonderful addition to our show. You have been a tremendous help with elevating not only our sound, but our visuals. Your commercials for when Beefus promotes are stellar. Your rendition of Hitler doing talking about Howard are stellar. And Bon Jovial is helping out tremendously with getting my YouTube channel in a position to finally be fucking monetized. So Bon gets all the credit in the world for being an absolute gem of a help to the Radio Gunk thing that is the podcast. So yes. Oh, you do have a name. Yeah, I know, but we never use your name. What is it that you want? What is it we're not giving you right now? What can else? What else can I do?
Guy, I don't know.
What else can I do for you at this point, Bon? All right, it is 3:10 and 59 seconds. I think we are done for this real estate show. I hope you all enjoyed it. And
no Andy Cohen.
Can we?
We have the news thing. Yeah.
You know what? Andy Cohen asked Howard what happened to the news, and Howard just fumfered and said, "Well, that's the thing now. We do a 3-hour show." So yeah, I'm sorry. I no. All right.
Next time.
So
did you not eat dinner?
I think there's a lot.
I did not eat dinner.
I found it today. I was fucking around. I went through Mark's friggin' in 3 minutes, and I'm speed reading it, and I just saw that. I just thought it was the only relevant thing in 2 weeks. That
Tiger Lily, that's mean.
Send Bon Caitlin's video. That'll make up for everything.
Oh.
Okay. Chisel Cest is requesting some Gino Vanelli.
Oh, wait a minute.
I just want to stop.
and tell you what I feel about you, babe. I just want to stop for your love. When I think about those nights in Montreal.
I love that you know the words. That's amazing.
You and me, memories and love, and so go on and on. Oh, it's so hard to make it, but I know my mind won't fake it. I just want to stop and tell you what I feel about you, babe. I just want to stop for your love. True, full confession. When I was a kid, I thought Barry Williams was Gino Vanelli.
Why?
If you listen to Barry Williams sing,
Barry Williams from the Brady Bunch?
Exactly like Gino. You know how you're a little kid, you don't know the names of.
No, the other Barry Williams.
Who's Barry Williams?
No, the Brady Bunch, Greg Brady.
Brady Bunch, Barry Williams. Really?
He sings exactly like Gino. Yeah, so I'd gone until I was like 16 and thought Gino Vanelli.
You know, that's a common. That was always a common mistake.
Everybody made that mistake. Though. Everybody. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. This was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm so glad that we had a show that was really just a pictorial. So it gave us a great. We're done. And it gave us a chance to be able to look through all the comments, which is so rare these days because usually it flies by. No midlife crisis. That's not happening. All right.
Oh,
so
come on. You want to end the show? A midlife crisis?
Absolutely not. All right. We are going. Thank you, guys. I have to go walk my doggy for the night, and we will see you next time. So bye-bye.